me.
But
I had sour grapes already today.
Oh, no, you ate sour grapes?
Yeah, dude, and that upset me. And then I have actual sour grapes. Panthers release their 6th-round pick from last year. And it's not just a 6th-round pick. It is the future of this program when it comes to a very important position on a football team.
That's where we're starting today is Panthers long snapping news.
I just wanted to say that I was upset, and it's because the Panthers release long snapper Thomas Fletcher.
Wow, not a J.J. Jansen guy. That's kind of shocking.
Well, which one was it that you needed?
NBC, Sunday Night Football.
NBC Sunday Night Football.
Yes,
okay.
I need it in
there he goes with that camera.
veins. If you could mainline it. Are we back, CJ? We're back on YouTube.
We're back, baby.
Facebook Live. So
Dang
check us out there. Chime in.
I had some Wilson Phillips already ready to go.
Next time the camera messes up, we're going Wilson Phillips. Hold on, karaoke.
Whoops.
I mean, CJ's just too good at his job. He works too fast.
He is too good at his job. Yeah, that's something we always say about the Shafe man.
The Shafe dude.
Coming up tonight,
You all right?
taking on the Jaguars. Sorry. I'm good. Hall of Fame game.
Football's back, baby.
Football is back. We made it. Now, it's not good football. It's not even...
Who cares?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It does not matter. Just like training camp doesn't matter, tonight's game being crappy does not matter.
Preseason doesn't matter, but it's back.
We're going to be watching it. We're going to be breaking it down. Should we do a Bud Light pregame tailgate for it?
Should we? Yes.
Should we do
That might be the stupidest question you've ever asked.
A fifth quarter call-in show?
No.
Okay. All right. Asked and answered. So I'm excited about it. Coming up tonight, we'll have football. I guess we'll have
Mike Tirico, Syracuse grad.
And Chris Collinsworth,
former Bengals wide receiver.
And no Al Michaels. So that'll be a little different.
He is on Amazon.
He is on Amazon.
With Kirk Herbstreit. Which is still weird to say.
Very strange to say. Herbie doing double duty this year. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, we do have some news to get to. East Carolina and NC State. I tell you what, first of all, we should probably find out how many days we are away.
We need to, because I'm very excited to let you guys know how many days away we are.
All right. Well, go ahead and do the proceedings here.
Hey, Shirley, do me a huge favor.
A solid?
What I need you to do is to back that fat truck of yours up. Back it up right now. Back it up!
This is the ECU Football Countdown to Kickoff, brought to you by David Price Construction. Run by ECU alum David Price. David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Give them a call today, 919-291-5532, or visit them online, davidpriceconstruction.com, for all your commercial or custom residential and building needs. David Price Construction, proud ECU home services partner. Chandler, how many days away are we from East Carolina, NC State, Dowdy Ficklin Stadium, high noon kickoff, September 3?
Clip Brock, we are 30 days away.
Oh, my God.
30 days away until ECU, NC State, the Pirates versus the Wolfpack, right here in Greenville, North Carolina at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. It's going to be hot, but who cares? It's going to be back. Pirate football is going to be back in 30 days. People are going to go, all week people are being like, I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate the season starting back. I wish we didn't have to wait till September 3rd. You don't have to wait. You know why? Because we're going to be partying like a pirate September 1st on a Thursday night here in downtown Greenville at the State Theater. Guess what I like to call it?
What?
I like to call it the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party.
You call it that?
That's what I call it. You can call it whatever you want to. You can call it the Party of the Year because it is the Party of the Year. The Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party is back in 28 days. We are going to be boogieing all night long to 80s music. Who's the band? The greatest 80s tribute band of all time, The Breakfast Club. Do you like breakfast? Awesome. The Breakfast Club is going to be there.
I just wanted to do that.
Okay, well, I'm glad you did.
Your passion, man, is contagious.
Dude, I'm so excited. I can't even stand it. 28 days until we're just boogieing. I might be twerking to some Earth, Wind, and Fire. That will be fun. So we're going to be partying like a pirate come 28 days. And in 30 days, we are going to bring you the Bud Light pregame tailgate. We talk about Pirate football being back. We talk about the Pirate Radio football kickoff being back. We haven't really talked about it this much, but the Bud Light pregame tailgate is back starting at 8 o'clock on September 3rd that morning.
I'm ready. I could do it right now if I had to.
The fifth quarter is back as well.
I'm ready to hear from you peoples.
Everything's back.
Everything is
Football's back tonight.
Football's back.
Jaguars versus the Raiders tonight. Who cares about that? ECU versus NC State is coming in 30 days. All of that on the David Price Construction Countdown to Kickoff.
Man, I never thought we would get here. 30 days.
30 days,
we
dude.
were doing this. It was 125 days. It was 92 days.
Could you imagine going back? How pitiful would we be?
Pitiful.
Going back on a Thursday and saying, we're 92 days of the David Price Construction Countdown to Kickoff.
All right, yeah.
We're 30 days away, baby.
30.
Get pumped up.
30 freaking days. Holy crap. Thank you, David Price Construction.
Thank you, David Price.
And thank you, Chandler Honeycutt, for your passion, your service, your fortitude.
Can you imagine what it's going to be like when I say it's like 7 days away or whatever?
Well, let's do some quick math here. We're going to have 23. We're going to have 16. We're going to have 9. We're going to be down to 2. We're going to be over to -5. And so on and so forth. That is how close we are to kicking this thing off.
Man, when we get to the day that there's only 2 days away from kickoff, you know what that means?
That means it's going to be the day of the freaking party.
It's going to be the party of the year.
That's
the
right.
Pirate Radio football kickoff party. And guess what, folks? People are like, oh, I haven't got my ticket. Oh, I want to go. I need to get a ticket. Oh, how do I get a ticket? I'll tell you how to get a ticket. You go to pr927fm.com right now.
Right now.
Get a ticket
Yeah.
for only, get this.
I'm going to say, hold on, I'll say it. This party, Breakfast Club, hanging out, getting to meet like big-time celebrities like us.
And a Clydesdale, you get a pet of Clydesdale.
We don't make it too expensive, though, so I'm going to take off a little bit. I'm going to say $75 a pop.
I think you're absolutely foolish. I think you might be the stupidest man alive for saying that. You are a dumb A-double-S. What the hell is wrong with you? Hell no, it's not $75. It's $10. $10? Did I stutter? Did I stutter? $10 for a ticket to attend the party of the year. I don't know if I mentioned this, but it's the Pirate Radio football kickoff party. Get your tickets today at pr927fm.com.
Wow. Chandler Honeycutt is on one, and I like it. I like this energy, Chandler.
I love being on one.
You are on one. Josh says, can you imagine tomorrow we're only going to be 29 days away?
Oh, my God.
Hey.
God, yeah, you talk about someone that could do some math. Josh Thomas can do some damn math.
You know who else can do math? Clip the calculator Brock, according to Mike P. Nice quick math there.
Clip the calculator Brock.
I'll tell you one thing I can do, and I'll tell you what I could do at a young age, and that is my sevens. I learned how to multiply my sevens before I did my sixes, my fives, my threes, my fours, my twos. And that is because of the sport of American football, where I knew touchdowns. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42.
What a success
Keep
story.
it going. So you want to talk about me doing addition and subtraction by 7 and my multiplication tables by 7? Nobody can do it like I do.
Nope. Nobody.
All right. What was I going to say?
I have not a clue.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. We've got some news on who will be calling the game, Chandler. That's important to some folks.
This is very interesting.
So if you are not attending the opener, which if you're not,
shame on you.
Yeah, shame on you. You will hear on ESPN Anish Sharaff, who is a
the new Carolina Panthers play-by-play
veteran announcer, very recognizable voice, does a good job. And you're right, new Panthers guy. So he will be in the state of North Carolina and Greenville, calling East Carolina, NC State. Lauren Sisla, give me the Sisla.
Sell the Sizzler.
She got to sell the Sizzla. She'll be on the sideline and doing the color analysis for the first time ever. CJ, did you see this?
Oh, man.
The Brocket ship. Brock Osweiler.
Brock Osweiler is going to be on the call.
Brock Osweiler doing his first college football game, as far as I know. I thought he was still like a third-string quarterback from somebody. He is a tall, handsome drink of water, and he will be on the call. He's 6'7". Let's look at his career numbers. Chandler, he did throw 37 touchdowns, 31 interceptions for three different teams, Denver, Houston, and Miami. Brock Osweiler getting the gig, and he'll be inside Town Bank Terror coming up September the 3rd.
We've had some pretty cool announcers come through Greenville into Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. Most recently, I think, would be Pat McAfee on a Thursday night.
Oh, yeah.
But Brock Osweiler is an interesting one.
Very.
And what an honor for East Carolina and NC State for it to be his very first broadcast.
You're honored? You feel... Are you privileged?
I said, what about an honor? It is.
For him or us?
For everybody. For everybody.
For every living person out there who is going to be alive on that day, September 3rd. And, man, I mean, we might throw a parade. This is a huge deal to have Brock.
I think they're bringing back the Clydesdales for that day.
We didn't even mention the Clydesdales. Or did you?
I did say a Clydesdale. I said you were going through like different things. You were going through the list of things when you said $75 for a ticket, which is it's only $10.
Only $10.
But you were going through the list of things, the cool things that's going to be at the Pirate Radio football kickoff party, and I did mention that you can pet a Clydesdale.
You can touch a Clydesdale at the Pirate Radio football kickoff party this year, so that's going to be exciting. The Clydesdales will be in town in honor of Brock Osweiler being here on the color analysis for East Carolina, NC State. All right, other news topics today. We need to get an HV3 update on the Buccaneer Music Hall leaderboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
And Chandler's all over this because I remember last week you were so excited about the Wyndham. And we had Mully on yesterday talking golf, and you and Mully talked about it. It's for seemingly 30 minutes on the show yesterday, just ins and outs, betting odds, all of it, right?
No, did not mention it one bit.
What happened to your Wyndham excitement?
I don't know.
It went out the window.
Yeah. I saw where you were going there.
Wyndham.
I was just more excited because it's in North Carolina.
Oh, thanks, Charlie.
And you know, I did see the announcement that Harold Varner would be participating, and trying to see what the update it is with Harold.
All right, here's your Harold Varner update. He is tied for 103rd.
Oh boy, right where they want, right where he wants them.
I will say this though, he has been. How many times has he had a rough day one? Came back strong on Friday, made the cut, and ended up taking home a pretty paycheck. Problem is, when you're this far behind on day one, you're not going to win the thing. So it's not over for him yet, but he is 1 over through 11, which puts him tied for 103rd. And the leader right now is, Huh? Who's leading? Huh? Shirley, can you pull up the leaderboard for us? Because I can't. This doesn't. I can't see.
Shirley,
I can't see who's winning.
We need your assistance. Wait, huh?
Who is winning this thing?
What does that say? Huh?
Something's messed up here. See if you can find the leader.
Shirley, we're having an issue here.
I'm working on it.
All right. Who is it?
And say his name when you find it. Can you say what they got?
His name is John Huh.
John Huh is in the lead.
Followed by Sunjay Ing.
Your guy. You picked him one time in a pool. I got to tell you, I've never heard of John H-U-H. That is a last name if I've ever seen one.
I wonder, like, if anybody ever texts him and says, "Hey, we need your what is your last name?" And then he responds, "Huh?" And they're like, "Your last name." He's like, "Huh?" They're like, "Your last name."
Quit fooling around and tell us your last name,
dude. Really, we need your last name. It's huh?
That happened to a friend of mine whose last name used to be Collette. And this was back in the day before cell phones and when you had to stop to a payphone. And she was trying to call home and she was calling collect. She's
Make a collect call.
And she's like, okay, well, can I have your name? Colleen Collette? Well, I know you're calling collect, but what is your last name?
Colleen Collect?
Her name was Colleen Collette.
Wow. Sounds like a prank name.
It's not a prank name. It's her actual name.
Look, John is not responding correctly via text. Just give him a call. John, just tell us your last name.
Huh?
Your last name. Huh?
All right, John. Huh?
There's a Woo. There's a Brandon Woo.
Where there's a will, there's a woo, I always say.
Yeah, well, there's always, you can cheer for Woo.
Cheer for huh, cheer for woo, cheer for eam. Do whatever you want to, folks. It's the Wyndham Championship, and things are getting wild in Greensboro, North Carolina. So
I just want to see what other names are in here.
Huh? All right, we need to get to a break because we got to talk to Stephen Igo from Hoist the Colors. Other big news today: Chandler's Panthers releasing a. Why do you draft a long snapper and then cut him the next year?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's just stupid.
Well, I have to look it up, but J.J. Jansen has been the long snapper for the Panthers since 2009. I know he's been to at least one Pro Bowl. He's getting up there in age, but that's the beauty of being a long snapper. You can play a pretty long time in the league. I want to say he's 36 years old. Notre Dame grad, J.J. Jansen. Big fan of J.J. Jansen, by the way.
No, you're not.
No, I am. But I thought maybe that his career was coming to an end, and the next guy in line, the future at that long snapping position for the Carolina Panthers, seemingly was Thomas Fletcher, Alabama, 4-time national champion. Maybe not 4-time, but at least he won a couple at Alabama. He was a 4-year starter. Thomas Fletcher, he was the future. He was the guy to step in and be that long-time long snapper for the Panthers. Not so fast, my friends. General Manager Scott Fitter said, "Hey, buddy, pack your things and leave. You're cut. You're gone. You are worthless. You are nothing."
And he was like, "Huh?"
And he said, "Huh?" No, he said, like, John Huh is the leader of the Wyndham. He said, "Huh?"
Let's take a break, Shirley. We'll come back when we return. Stephen Igo, Hoist the Colors. Under the weather.
It's so disappointing I can't play Wilson Phillips right now.
I know. Well,
turn the feed off.
It's called our emergency video off folder. Shirley, you need to have it ready to go for next time.
I'll have it loaded up.
Locked and loaded. All right, when we return, Igo under the weather, but he's going to soldier through it via the Pirate Radio live line when we return after this.
Pirate fans, the 2022 football season is going to be one for the record books. East Carolina is coming off a 7-win bowl season, and 2022 is shaping up to be even better. The Pirates need you to pack Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium this fall with a great home slate that includes in-state rival North Carolina State. The American Conference schedule features home games against UCF, Memphis, Houston, and Navy. Season tickets are on sale for as low as $125. Get your tickets today by visiting ECUPirates.com.
Are you ready for some football, Pirate Nation? Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times this football season, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there's fun. Because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Get ready to have fun this season, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Winslow's is now Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room. With a brand new look, Fifth Street Hardware also has a new menu and serving lunch and dinner every Tuesday through Sunday and brunch starting at 10:30 on Sundays. What else is new? Well, they have poker every Tuesday night, Trivia Wednesday with DJ Captain Morgan, and on Friday and Saturday nights they have live music open till 2 a.m. serving light appetizers all night long. New look, new name, same location on Fifth Street. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for more specials. Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey Pirate Nation, Warren's now has 2 locations. In Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the Chocowinity location next to the fire department. Stop in today for hot dogs, pizza, subs, apple and peach turnovers, homemade lemonade, and breakfast in Chocowinity featuring homemade cheese, ham and chicken biscuits, plus sausage dogs and more. Warren's Hot Dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Pirate Radio.
It's great to be on. This is an honor. You know, Pirate Radio is kind of a cult following around North Carolina, so I'm excited.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the best Mexican food and fun in Greenville. Come and enjoy favorites like shrimp tacos, steak and chicken fajitas, burritos, enchiladas, ACP, and more. You can follow Chico's on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's for dine-in or to go. Now let's head into PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
All right. Surely you may have already seen this, 5 hours old, maybe even older than that. But there are 2 things coming up that I think you're going to be excited about that I also will check out. And one of those is next Friday, August 12th. Season 1, Episode 1 of A League of Their Own.
Yes, I am extremely excited about that.
That's going to be cool.
It's going to be a TV series.
Yes.
Yes, on Amazon Prime, I believe.
And I'm going to be tuned in. I'm a big fan of Darcy Carden, who was on the Good Place and Barry, which is also a good show. So looking forward to that. Also saw this on Twitter for the first time today, and again, this might be old news, but ESPN Plus original series beginning August the 19th, which is the following Friday, Bananaland. It is a series
about the Savannah Bananas. Yes!
That's going to be cool.
So that
I'm really excited.
ESPN Plus original series premiering August 19th, Bananaland.
It looks like a circus poster.
And I wonder, I guess it's like documentary style, but...
that would be my guess. I mean, I know that they
Or maybe like an inside look of the Savannah Bananas.
It could be.
Documentary style?
Nah.
Covered that.
Nah.
Pretty nicely.
Yeah.
There is a third thing that's going to be coming up. It's not coming up shortly, though. It won't be until October.
Huh?
has to do with women's soccer.
Oh,
Huh? He's still in the lead, by the way.
The Men's World Cup?
No, the women's, not the Women's World Cup. It's an international, almost got me. International friendly between the United States and England, which, by the way, the Lionesses won the Euro Cup not too long ago. So this will be the first time that the two teams are going to face each other in Wembley Stadium, which, by the way, sold completely out as soon as the tickets went on sale.
Nice. Wow.
So it's going to be a massive crowd,
wow.
and I am stoked. I think it's October 17th is when that game will be played.
CJ Schaefer, when does the World Cup start?
It doesn't matter.
It'll start in mid-November.
Jeez, that is so weird.
How many?
More like the Weird Cup, am I right?
Yeah. How many stars do they
Can you
have?
not turn your back to me?
Sure. I'm sorry, what?
How many stars do they have?
What are stars?
The stars on their jerseys that
you get a star if you
represents.
win
Yes,
World Cup.
if you win a World Cup, you get a star on your jersey.
I don't know, Shirley. I'm an American. I root for all American teams. If you don't, then why don't you freaking leave?
Yeah.
How about you get out of here?
I was asking how many stars do the Americans
Two
have?
choices. Love it, leave it. Which one are you deciding to choose?
0.
Huh?
Huh?
How many do the women have?
How many what do they have?
Stars. What?
Huh? All right. So that's all coming up.
I saw that.
What'd she do?
Oh.
How many stars did she give me?
There was one, and I think it chirped because it was the bird.
No. I did this.
Burn, don't burn.
I would not do that directly to the camera.
I'll
drop an F-bomb on the air, but I won't do that.
Yeah,
but I won't do that.
Let's keep it clean.
Shirley, a classy lady.
You know me.
No hand signals, all just verbal
I just
abuse.
keep it classy.
All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line. Talk to Stephen Igo, Hoist the Colors, who joins us today on Pirate Radio Live. Igo, how you doing on this Thursday, man?
I've been better, Clip, but all things considered, hanging in there, doing well. So glad to join the broadcast.
Yeah, you picked a heck of a time to get sick for the first time in 2022.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is about the opening week of preseason practice. I feel like the last few years I've always had either something happen, not sickness related necessarily, but I feel like I've missed the past 3 years of the opening practice. Or it just feels that way for some reason. And here we are again. So, but it is what it is, and it could be worse. And looking forward to getting out to the field soon enough.
Well, we're going to forego the Igo intro song today because you might have to leave at any moment. So I don't want to waste 3 minutes on that. But when you're back in studio, we'll have 2 new updates to the Igo intro song, which should get us past the 3-minute mark. So we're really going places there.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm just happy that you guys keep finding new ways to update it because I don't know at what point you'll run out of ideas. I mean, to be honest, you'll probably run out of ideas about 7 weeks ago, but it just continues.
I had a great idea for yesterday, Igo, and you got so much going on that I'm not going to do it today. But if you were to join us yesterday, we were going to get one shot at it, one crack, live on the air. We were going to play the song. And then the next line was going to be you on the phone saying, I'm not in studio. And then that was going to be part of the song. But again, with, I don't want you to have to leave like in the middle of the song because Slater's cussing you out or something.
Yeah. It's all good. And probably for the best that we skip it today.
All right. Well, we'll talk linebackers in a moment, but first, kind of, I don't know, general overall thoughts on fall camp opening up on Wednesday, day 2 of practice today. Mike Houston spoke with the media yesterday, and it's kind of cliche season, although he brought up some names and gave specifics, and sounded like he was really pleased, Igo, with the ones. Like, I know he was asked, who stood out on day 1, and he mentioned a ton of upperclassmen that came in ready to go, almost like there's a sense of urgency that All right, this is a good year. This is a big year. This could be a big year for us. Sounds like day one, those guys were ready. You heard about Washington, the new corner, making a big play. So Mike Houston seemed very pleased overall after day one of practice yesterday.
Yeah, I think he said it best, too. Like, you have to be careful what you say when your team is just in helmets and shorts. I mean, because, you know, in reality, yeah, it's a football practice, but is it really football at that point? So, but to your point, he did throw out some names, some familiar names, and then he also mentioned, you know, Marlon Gunn, a pre-Washington, and some others that were newer names. Marlon Gunn, of course, being a freshman running back. So I think we've definitely reached the point now where we talk with Mike Houston. If he's bringing up an individual's name, it's noteworthy because he doesn't just do that lightly. You know, he's going to do that for a guy who legitimately opened his eyes at practice or is going about things the right way, and I think it's noteworthy. So, but he definitely will be the type of coach that as they get more into pads, more physicality, more contact, you know, I think we'll get more information from him just because that's what he trusts his eyes and his coaching staff. They trust that the best as well. But, I think the last year and a half and even last preseason, it just felt like, you know, Coach Houston's just so much more at ease in his press conferences. Not that they're going to go out and go 12-0, but just that he's comfortable and he's confident in the product that they have assembled at ECU over time. And I think yesterday was probably just another affirmation of that.
Stephen Igo joining us. Igo, one position group I want to get updates with you on every week, and it's too early right now to probably lean one way or the other, but wide receivers, we're going to talk quite a bit about that because it is a very interesting position this year where you've got some talent, but a lot of guys who haven't got it done in the purple and gold, including Isaiah Winstead, who we talked to Monday on the Delcor Players Lounge. He's got very high expectations for himself, and I think Mike Houston last Friday said he could be an all-conference wide receiver, so the expectation is there from the coach and from the quarterback too. So I guess I'll throw it out like this. So let's say Winstead, Ryan Jones, and I'll throw in C.J. Johnson just because he's known and has made plays here, are the top three pass catchers in 2022. Who would you put at number 4 as we sit here week 1 of fall camp? And this is something I want to update as we go throughout this preseason. But who's number 4 on your list right now?
It's a great question. I think, you know, Josiah Hatfield will be an easy pick because he's kind of accomplished some things in the past, but until he does it consistently, I think I see him more as a big play guy, more so than a consistent down in, down out option. Again, I hope he puts it all together this year, has a breakout season. But I'm going to go just based off some reports I've heard. Jalen Johnson, the transfer from Georgia. I've just heard he's had a really good offseason. He missed the spring. You know, he was actually here early, but he missed the spring due to injury. And, you know, he probably practiced a couple of times and then missed the rest of the spring. So he's a guy that he can play the slot. He can play outside. He'll probably play outside either. But has good size, really good speed, can play special teams. You know, he was part of the 2 deep at Georgia to start last year at receiver. And I don't know how many receivers on ECU's roster last year could have done that. You know, maybe CJ, maybe Sneed. Outside of that, I don't think anybody. So the guy has talent. He's finally healthy, and I think he's got a shot to kind of fill that role as well.
Speaking of Tyler Sneed, while we're talking receivers, and a bit hypocritical of me because I say that all these videos in training camp, where your quarterback throws a pick or a touchdown, it doesn't matter right now when they're out there wearing shorts and just tossing it with nobody running after them. But having said that, Tyler Sneed's been making some highlight catches at Steelers camp, Igo, that I've been seeing on Twitter. That's awesome to see, and hopefully he gets some preseason action coming up next week. How about you follow the Broncos? How's Jaquan McMillan doing in Denver?
You know, there have been a few reports on Jaquan looking good. I think it was the first day or two of practice that there was a number of beat writers that tweeted about Jaquan and his ability to, you know, break on the football, make a play defensively. And I Google or Twitter his name every day, Twitter search his name, trying to see if anybody's tweeted about him. I just don't know if he's not getting a ton of reps or what, but I've seen very little updates since then. I have not checked today. but it just seems like he's maybe not getting a ton of reps. And that's not a big surprise because Denver actually is breaking in a ton of new DB acquisitions, and so they're probably giving those guys a lot of reps. And I think Jaquan will get his shot in the preseason. But, there's a path for him to make the team. I think practice squad is probably more realistic, but if he continues to have a strong preseason, he can happen.
Stephen Igo, Hoist the Colors, joining us. You had Wags covering practice for you guys the last couple days, or yesterday anyway?
Yep, yeah, he was out there yesterday just doing some stuff, social media. I've actually got 3 or 4 interns now, but they're not coming back till mid-August. And so, yeah, I had to call on the old Wags, friend Wags. Of course, he's now with On3 Sports, but figured he wouldn't mind going over there and doing some ECU football coverage because he did a great job when he worked for us. I'm sure he enjoyed that.
Jonathan Wagner, his name, for folks that don't know, helping out Igo. Shout out to Jenny, CJ Glenn for the awesome pictures video they got for us at Pirate Radio yesterday, the interviews as well with Mike Houston. We'll be out there each and every day. So, follow Hoist the Colors, follow Pirate Radio's social media for all of that. And it's an exciting time of the year. Igo, we're fired up. Let's continue on with our position previews and talk some linebackers here on a Thursday.
What's your favorite position? Linebacker. That's cool with me. It's not my favorite, but I'll do it for you.
All right, Igo, linebackers, and a position that I guess I'll start here. So you lose Bruce Bivens, Aaron Ramseur. You lose a lot of snaps there, a lot of veteran leadership, just knowing what to do. And, not having to worry about those guys too much as far as being in the right spot, doing the right thing. Now, I'll say from a production standpoint and from a leadership standpoint, you're not losing that much because Xavier Smith, Miles Berry have those same qualities. They've been here a while. Count on them to know what to do. So just starting there, if you say you lose those 2 veteran guys, and you might be worried, but you almost got the same situation with Berry and Smith coming in at middle linebacker.
Yeah, to be honest, we'll get more into this position as we go along, but I feel better about this linebacker group than I did the one last year, specifically due to the fact that Xavier is going back to inside linebacker full-time, Miles is back. And really, even though he's a veteran player, we have to remember last year was really the first time in his career he was kind of a full-time starter. There were some growing pains at the start of the year. He had been more of a special teams guy previous to that, and I thought he got better throughout the year. And they've gone out, they've added a couple transfers who have played significant football and done so at a pretty high level. They also have 2 guys who have been in the program now for multiple years, developing, who have played a little bit. So, really, they're six deep at inside linebacker for those 2 spots. And, I see really 3 guys that can play at each position. And so, of course, Xavier and Miles are going to get more of the preseason hype. But
my next question was going to be, Igo, who should we talk about next? And you're about to get to that. Is it Jacoby Simpson, Taylor Jackson, or is it somebody else, maybe a newcomer? Who's next on the list?
Well, really, you can talk about all of them because it's going to be a wide-open competition. But we'll start with Jacoby Simpson, Taylor Jackson, because they're the guys who have been in the program. Jacoby Simpson, coming out of high school, was the top 50 linebacker recruit nationally with Texas Christian, transferred out to Cisco College, came to ECU during the pandemic. So he's a well-traveled linebacker, has been in the program now a couple of years. I think really was challenged by the coaches this offseason to take the next step in his career from a mental, preparation standpoint. Physically, he's got all the tools. He's like 250 pounds. He can run. He can hit. Him and Xavier are both built like true linebackers, kind of like old school linebackers, 250 or so. Taylor Jackson's more your athletic linebacker, 6'1", 220 to 225, can run. He's added significant mass, though, over his times at ECU. And so I think you get a little bit more athleticism with him. And those guys have been in the program now 3 years or so, and it's their time to step up. So I think you feel pretty good about that because it's not like you're asking a first-year freshman to come in and play right away. So they're competing for backup spots, and they could eventually see starter, minutes or starter snaps if somebody goes down with an injury.
Stephen Igo, Hoist the Colors, joining us. Just another example of a position that has had depth added, and Mike Houston and the coaching staff get a lot of credit for that. How about we talked Jeremy Lewis at the outside linebacker rush-in spot when we talked D-line, Igo, but I don't think we went much beyond Jeremy Lewis. So at that rush-in spot, and Lewis might be asked to do a little bit as far as, coverage, and he's not just going after the quarterback every play. I think that's his main objective. But how about behind Jeremy at that spot? Who are the guys to watch out for?
So really the top backup to Jeremy Lewis will most likely be Nevada transfer Jack Powers, and he's the guy who, he produced at Nevada and was kind of a special team / part-time player. He's going to fulfill that role again here. He came in the spring. I think you'll see him play quite a bit to spell Jeremy.
I'm looking at his headshot, by the way, Igo. Looks like he could be like a Watt cousin. Like maybe not a Watt brother with JJ and TJ, but like a second cousin or something.
I'm just hoping he's related to Kenny Powers, personally.
Yeah, well, that would be cool too.
But no, so yeah, I think he's going to play. Eric Doctor, Elijah Robinson are two other guys who've been in the program who are kind of depth there. And I'm kind of interested, and I don't know how they'll do this. I didn't really talk about the other transfers they brought in, an inside linebacker who are Chance Bates from Kennesaw State. He's a grad transfer, and he played for Blake Carroll. He was an all-conference player at Kennesaw State. And then also Mike Edwards from Georgia Southern, who was a starter last year as a true freshman with the Eagles. So both those guys have played significant snaps. Again, they profile more as inside linebackers, but just try and get fancy and put some three linebacker sets on the field. And do they, I don't know if they want to mess with putting Xavier back at outside linebacker, but do they put some of these guys in at different roles to try and get them all on the same field? Because all of a sudden, if you're 6 deep at inside linebacker and 3 deep at outside linebacker, you got to find a way to get all these guys on the field, which is a good problem to have.
Yeah, we'll probably see a lot of rotation at those positions this year. I guess we'll save the Gerard Stringer talk for safety, Igo, even though we talked about it with Blake Harrell a couple of Fridays ago. It is a hybrid position where they'll be asked to be in coverage, but also sometimes come up and basically be another linebacker for the Pirates.
Yeah, it's, to me, I consider them safety.
Okay.
It's you could lump them in either way. Really, they call them a Sam linebacker, but I think you see more of those guys in this scheme transition between safety and Sam than Sam and inside linebacker. So we'll stick them with the safeties.
I think I had you rank the position groups on defense last week when we were talking D-line. D-line, linebackers, secondary. Where would you put the linebacking group?
I think I would have linebackers second right now. I know that if I could, it's funny you mention that. If I can include the Sam in linebackers, I'd definitely have them second.
Yeah.
Because I love the versatility that Gerard Stringer, Jair Wilson bring to the table. I like the number of options they have in the secondary and the upside, but I just want to see how it all works out on paper. They got a ton of different guys they brought in the secondary. They got some new starters set to emerge, but I want to see how it all comes together on game day.
All-time favorite ECU linebacker, Igo?
All-time favorite ECU linebacker. Gotta be Quentin Cotton.
All right.
He played the game the right way. Pretty much any linebacker from that era, Quentin Cotton and Pierre Bell, though, they really stand out.
Yep, I'm a big P-Bell guy, and we did our most important player list just last week, and you don't know how important a guy is until he's gone, right? And when that 2.5-0 East Carolina team lost Quentin Cotton in that Tulane game, things went downhill, and he's not a one-man show. It's not to say that to run the table, but it certainly looked different without him on the field the rest of that season.
Yeah, he was a difference maker, and I just remember how big and rangy he was, and the fact that he could cover a lot of ground at that size. It was kind of a true traditional middle linebacker. So him and Pierre Bell, man, they just Pierre with the neck pad.
Yeah.
They brought so much punch to that second level of the ECU defense. It almost felt like if anybody tried to run it up the middle, they couldn't get too far.
50 and 34, I believe the numbers there. I know P. Bell was 34. Who's your favorite NFL linebacker all time?
Oh, man. Favorite NFL linebacker?
Broncos have had some good ones throughout the years.
They definitely have. They definitely have. Al Wilson.
Yeah.
He was a Broncos great, and there was a game against the Raiders where it was a snowy game. Denver was wearing the orange jerseys, which they never wore back in the day, or they never wore during this era. Obviously, they wore it back in the day. But it was a Sunday or Monday night game, 4th and 1, and I think it was Tyrone Wheatley or somebody tried to go over the top, and Al Wilson just stood up in the hole, met him, and knocked him back on his tail. And I always remember that image. He was a great linebacker. To watch, when I was covering the Panthers, Luke Kuechly was just so good.
Yeah.
And it was honestly just like hard to fathom how good he was. So I almost have to go just favorite linebacker to watch, Luke Kuechly.
Stephen Igo, Hoist the Colors, joining us as we continue on our position previews. We'll talk cornerbacks. We'll split up the corners and the safeties because I got a lot of questions on these cornerbacks, Igo. I think I texted you after the Mike Houston conversation last week about these new JUCO guys that are coming in with a lot of size. 6'2", 6'3", for those two guys that Houston brought up that I was talking to you about. So I think, and we'll talk about it next week, but that's another kind of like the receiver group, right, to kind of see what the pecking order is going to be at corner this fall camp.
Yeah, because you start thinking about how many different options there are, and that's a good thing because when you have some uncertainty, you want multiple options, lots of competition. And, I'll rattle off the names right quick. Obviously, you got Malik Fleming returning, but you also added Siobhan Ravel and Fletcher Marshall as two JUCO kids with the size you were talking about. You bring back Jamel Hickman, who's had a great offseason. You move Jawan Powell to corner. You also bring in a pre-Washington, the Buffalo transfer. They also added Isaiah Brown Murray, a freshman, who had a really good spring. So you're talking about 6, 7 guys at corner, along with Malik Fleming, that have a legit shot to play. It's just a matter of who kind of comes out on top. And I think that's the one thing I do like about Mike Houston's staff is when they kind of have a hole or somebody to replace, they don't just count on, they don't just say, hey, we got this 1 or 2 guys, they'll get the job done. They're like, no, let's bring in 5 or 6, just like they did with the defensive line, if not more, and say, let's see who wins out, among these numbers, and then we'll know we truly have our guy.
Stephen Igo, Hoist the Colors, joining us under the weather, fighting through it today on a Thursday. Igo will wrap it up talking. Let's talk some Mariners baseball because not only do you have ECU fall camp to cover, the Broncos to follow and root for, you've got a Mariners team that is in a good spot right now, would be in the playoffs if they started today. Took 2 of 3 at New York, and they got the Yankees coming up again after a series with the Angels. I'm looking at their schedule. How about this stretch? This could be it for Seattle. They've got Texas, L.A., Oakland, Washington, and then they play Cleveland, and then they got Detroit. I mean, you got an opportunity here, Igo, if you're the Mariners, to take care of business here, and by the end of August, kind of set yourself up to actually be playing some postseason baseball this year.
The best thing about it is September. The end of September gets even easier. So they have one of the easiest. I think they finished with
wow. They finished with Angels, A's, Royals, Rangers, A's, Tigers. Yeah. So, man, a very favorable schedule down the stretch.
And they got absolutely screwed on the front half. They had to travel to the East Coast 5 times. 6 road trips or something, so they're due. Their playoff odds, I think, are close to 70 or 80%, much in part due to the schedule. The crazy thing is they took 2 out of 3 at the Yankees without their 3 best hitters. Julio Rodriguez is on the IL, Ty France coming back this weekend, and then Mitch Haniger's on a rehab assignment. Once they get those 3 guys back in the lineup, which should be in the next few weeks, and the schedule comes, they should, knock on wood, be able to finish the deal. But
Julio Rodriguez is he's the man. I saw the previous Golden Child went yard. What's that guy's name, Igo?
Jared Kelnick.
Yeah, he's back. How is he? He still got hopes for him, I guess.
Yeah, he had a really good run at AAA, and I think he'll probably get sent back down just because Haneker's an outfielder, Julio's an outfielder, and they traded for Jake Lamb as kind of a bitch bat lefty hitter, which Kelnick's also a lefty hitter. So I think he'll be sent down, but he's had much better at bats since coming up. I still think he's got a bright future, but he was more called back up just because they needed some outfield help in the short term. But good to take Garrett Cole deep.
Yeah, no doubt. Good stuff, Igo. Hope you and the fam feel better, and hopefully we can get you back in the studio. You can get back to the practice field soon, but appreciate you joining us today. Everybody check out hoistthecolors.net. Always great information and very weird chats going on, too. Hoist the Colors has gotten weird lately, Stephen. Not your fault, but just people are weird. So
when you got high school kids up there acting like grown people, talking about politics and all that, that's you running through some issues.
Always entertaining, I'll give you that. Stephen, thanks, man. We'll talk to you again soon.
All right, Cliff. See you, man.
Stephen Igo, Hoist the Colors, joining us. We'll talk corners and update the Igo song when he returns to the studio next week here on Pirate Radio Live. Let's take a timeout, come back. We'll wrap up hour number 1. We'll take a look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard and the Buccaneer Music Hall leaderboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
More to go. Pirate Radio Live back with you after this.
Let's party, Pirate Nation. The Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party presented by Bud Light on Thursday, September 1st is approaching fast, and tickets are on sale right now for only $10. 100% of the ticket sales will be donated to these 4 local charities: Sportworks Ministries, Riley's Army, Daughters for Dads, and the Heather Ann Batiste Scholarship Fund for the ECU School of Nursing. The Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party will feature entertainment by America's favorite 1980s tribute band, The Breakfast Club.
Trying to stop my hands from shaking. Something in my mind's not making sense.
Plus, the world-famous Budweiser Clydesdales will be on site for a photo opportunity. The place to be to kick off football season is at the State Theater in downtown Greenville for the best party of the year. Go to pr927fm.com now and get your tickets before it sells out, and we'll see you Thursday, September 1st at the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party.
If you have family coming over this summer, the last thing you need is sweaty relatives. Guarantee your air conditioning system is ready to keep everybody cool. Call Delcor. Buy a new train system and make no payments until 2023. It's hard to stop a train. With inflation and high gas prices, you don't need another payment. So buy this month and make no payments until 2023. Go to DelcorInc.com or call 252-321-8868. Delcor, the service professionals.
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. University Sportswear ENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, University Sportswear ENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit University Sportswear ENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. University Sportswear ENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's Midsummer's Dream event. Beautiful furniture at unbelievable low prices. Store-wide savings on beautiful looks for your home. Bonus savings of 25% off accessories. Plus 6 months special financing. We have hundreds of top name brands in stock and ready for immediate delivery. Enjoy sweet dreams on a new mattress with 48 months special financing with no minimum purchase. During the Midsummer's Dream event. On now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
It's bow time.
Why are Bojangles Chicken Supremes called Supremes? Well, with golden crispy chicken tenderloins this juicy, tender, and full of bold flavor, what else would you call them? Superbs? Nah, that would be weird. Get your Chicken Supremes combo today with a scratch-made biscuit, your choice of fixin', legendary iced tea, and have you heard there's a new sauce in town? Try our new creamy buffalo sauce when you get a Chicken Supremes combo today. It's bow time.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
Pirate Radio.
We have a standard for the way you're going to play, and we're going to start making sure that we point out those that are meeting the standard, and everybody else has to rise to that. You have to. There is no choice. You have to rise to the standard, because the standard is what wins.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. University PC Care are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs, and let them take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, wrapping up hour number 1 here on Pirate Radio Live. Got the big man on campus, Jeff Nadu, joining us next segment. Keep the football talk rolling. Also, Carter Varnell will join us, the Southwest Edgecombe High School coach, in hour number 2. Troy D, hour 3. So we are football heavy today and pretty much until February. That's awesome, huh?
That is awesome, and it kicks off tonight. Great conversation with Stephen Igo from Hoist the Colors, talking linebackers in the position previews. Pat on Facebook says Robert Jones, Carlos Brown, Marvin Burke, George Kuntz, Vincent Smith, Mark Libiano. All great Pirate linebackers.
And Pat, you are correct on that. We've had some great ones here at East Carolina. Let's get a quick update on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Buck. Pirates win. Raise the flag. What do they say? I don't know.
It's raise the Jolly Roger.
He's paying a lot of attention.
What are you doing, CJ? What are you doing today?
Making a tweet for Nadu.
Oh, all right.
He is working.
Making a tweet for Nadu. Like, I'm doing my job.
Yeah. What are you guys doing? Your job?
Trying to get you in the conversation on a sports talk radio show since you're the only Pirates fan here.
Sorry, I'm listening now.
The question was, what do they say when the Pirates win?
Shirley answered.
Oh, raise it, yeah.
All right.
Come on and raise up.
Pirates win for 5-4.
Raise the Jolly Roger
over the Brewers. Cubs and Cardinals tied at 3 in the 9th. It is the Dodgers and Giants scoreless in the 2nd inning. Braves and Mets tonight. Big one at Citi Field. And how the Nationals have the Nationals won again, Chandler? What did they do last night? No, they got crushed by the Mets.
Crushed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
1-1 without Juan Soto.
It was sweet. First day without Juan Soto. Literally, I couldn't tell you anybody on the Nationals team besides Victor Robles and the newest National, Luke Voigt, at first base. But the Nationals getting it done the day after they trade Juan Soto, and then it's back to the crapshoot.
I don't think that word means what you think it means.
What does it mean?
Well, like, this is going to be a crapshoot. I mean, it's like anybody. It's like shooting craps, right? It's like it could be anybody's game type of thing.
Oh. Well, a bleep show.
Okay, that's better.
Well, it's back to the bleep show.
Good news. Harold Varner III birdied, but now I can't find him. And is that because he bogeyed? Oh, yeah, even. Yeah, he birdied to go to even par. So now he's tied for 74th. So HV3 through 13 is even par on the day. The leader sitting at -9, and well documented that leader is John Huh. So HV3 moving up, keep on moving up, get in better shape, and play into the weekend there in Greensboro. All right, let's get another break in. We will come back, talk to the big man on campus, Jeff Nadu. He joins us to talk NFC West. We'll look around some training camp news and notes and talk a little college football as well. It's all ahead on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Hey, Chandler, what are you up to tonight?
Jenny, it's Tuesday, and I'm going to go sing with DJ Captain Morgan for karaoke at The Buck.
Well, that sounds like fun. I have to work. Well, what are you up to this weekend?
Well, believe it or not, I'm going to go listen to some live music Friday and Saturday night at The Buck.
Live music all weekend long, really?
Yep, all weekend, and they also have the biggest high-definition screen to watch all the sporting events on Sunday Fun Day.
I'm going to have to go check that out.
Yeah, just check out The Buck on Facebook or Instagram for all the information. The Buck.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
At Parker's Barbecue, our family has been serving your family for 3 generations.
For that, we say thank you. Blessing families every Thursday. Kids eat free all day. That's the Parker's way.
Legendary food served from our 3 locations. Always quick, always delicious. That's the Parker's way.
At Parker's, our mission is to impact our customers through Christ-like service in a way that feeds them both physically and spiritually. That is the Parker's way.
Tired and sluggish? Down in the dumps? Or do you just have the blahs? Well, maybe you need to hydrate. Revive Health and Wellness offers IV hydration, which can help you with lack of energy, improve your mood, assist with immunity, and even fix a hangover. Call today to set up an appointment at 350-1805. Locally owned and operated by Samantha Casper, Revive Health and Wellness has a new location and is ready to serve you. Stop by at 2459 Emerald Place in Greenville or go online at revivehealthwellness.org.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Archival Market Cafe. Archival is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Archival. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Archival is always the right call. Call ahead and get Archival to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Archival Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and ArchivolaMarket.com. Archival, pirates supporting pirates.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Kyle Gaines at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We are growing, so is our service department. We're adding more space to provide a faster, more affordable service for you. Come sit down with our team and let's customize your next Jeep or truck. Have the freedom to pick out your own lift, wheels, and tires and more. Drive a little, save a lot when it comes to customizing your next vehicle. We're at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located off 264 West in Washington, North Carolina, and online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American Airline flights perfect for your next trip. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for Pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Hall of Fame game coming up tonight. Degenerates around the world celebrate. Let's talk to the big man on campus, Jeff Nadu, about that, about the NFC West, some college football, a little bit of everything. Football talk here on Pirate Radio Live. Jeff Nadu joining us. Big man, how you doing on this Thursday?
Pretty good. How are you, Cliff?
I'm doing good. We got football on TV tonight. I got to start there, Jeff. We have degenerates listening. There is a degenerate talking to you right now. You are a experienced, intelligent handicapper that probably stays away from this stuff. But I got to ask, any interest in betting on football tonight, Jeff Nadu?
No, I can't say I have much interest. This isn't even your preseason. This is just a glorified, I think, get out there and we see football on TV for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
I think if I were to play something in these kind of games, I would look towards the under. You look at, I think over the last 6 or 7 Hall of Fame games, the under's like 6-1. I mean, it's one of those games where it's like first to 15 wins a lot of the time. So, I think anything above 30, you have to be interested. I mean, these are two groups where, are the starters going to play at all? Maybe a series or something. Who knows?
I know. I think Lawrence will not play, and ETN will not play, and I'm sure we won't see many Raiders either. So.
Yeah, I would have to imagine you don't see any Raiders. You look at the backup, you're going to see a lot of Jake Luton, someone named Kyle Slaughter, whoever that is. C.J. Beathard. This is not you're going to see a bunch of 3rd and 4th string guys that likely will not be on this roster in a week or two. I would lean under the number. It's going to be hard to just put up drives, let alone points. So, I won't be betting it. It'll be on the TV, but it'll be one of those, hey, I'm working and doing stuff, and it'll be on the TV, and I'll just like seeing a football field,
Hell yeah. Watch the kickoff. Great background noise. I'll certainly have it on tonight in the household. Looking back to, let's go back to 2010, Jeff. I see 1, 2, 3 games that went over 30 points. Everything else has been under 30 in these games. So...
Yeah, it's I think it's one of those where if you are clamoring to bet it, okay, if this gets into the 30s, then so be it.
Jeff Nadu joining us on the Pirate Radio Live line. Big man, I always say, no news is good news this time of year if you're an NFL fan following your team, and you could see your quarterback throw a pick, you could see him throw a touchdown, and it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things what they're doing out there at training camp. The things that do matter are injuries and arrests, and we saw Hollywood Brown with the criminal speeding, whatever that means, earlier this week, and we've also had some injuries as well with Tim Patrick from the Broncos, of course, Ryan Jensen very early on last week. So outside of this is just me, outside of injuries and arrests, I don't really care much about what's happening in training camp. How about you?
Yeah, as far as Hollywood Brown, I don't know if I understand this. I guess from what I understand, he was speeding at I guess too much. I guess I don't know, but just a dumb arrest. It's a misdemeanor. I don't really put much stock in it. People around the country get arrested every day for speeding. Now, that being said, listen, anytime you're an NFL player, especially with some of the behavior of people like Henry Ruggs, this is going to be under the microscope.
Yeah.
But yeah, you really have to keep up and abreast. Tim Patrick stuff obviously sucks. He had a pretty good season last year. I actually saw it, weirdly enough, Clip. You even look in the offseason at some of these just random things that happen. I saw UConn women, their best player, was playing a pickup game and tore ACL. You just got to keep abreast of what's going on with this stuff. Definitely a knock for Denver, but look, they still have some talent there. definitely sad to hear, though.
Jeff Nadu joining us today. We're going to talk some NFC West, a good division. The Super Bowl champion resides in that division. The Cardinals are exciting with all their talent. The Seahawks certainly seem to be left behind in that division, especially when it comes to quarterbacks. So we'll start there. I guess we'll start with the Super Bowl champion, Jeff. Tough to repeat. But what do you think about the Rams, what they've done? They lose Robert Woods, which they didn't have him on the Super Bowl run anyway. Allen Robinson is fascinating to me. A very talented receiver, has been with some bad teams, some bad quarterbacks. This will be the best offense he plays in, so that could be a major upgrade, for him and his surroundings, and maybe for the team as well to go along with Cooper Kupp. They get a healthy Cam Akers hopefully back, who around this time last year was out and came back at the end of the year. And of course, about Aaron Donald in the defense. So as far as the Rams go, well, I guess where do they sit in the NFC in your opinion heading into 2022?
I would put them number one. I don't know how you don't. I don't think this is a very good conference, quite frankly, from terms of really good football teams. You mentioned they definitely lost some players. You look at offensively, but for the most part, they replaced them. I would take Allen Robinson over Robert Woods. Sorry, that might be wrong or might be right. You still have Cooper Kupp. You still have Cam Akers. You still have Higbee. You still have Van Jefferson. You have some young guys. I think the concern with this group is going to be up front. I mean, you lose Whitworth, who retired. Corbett moved on to the Patriots. Joe Noteboom is a new guy up front. I mean, there's some real question marks on this offensive line. And look, we saw a clip that year that the Chiefs won several years ago. Then the next year they really struggled from a pass protection standpoint and ultimately lost in the Super Bowl because of it. So, good and great teams can be derailed through bad offensive or defensive lines, particularly offensive lines. If they can figure that out, though, they're not going to miss a beat on that end. You look at defensively, obviously they're going to lose, Von Miller, but, they retain someone. They get Bobby Jones in there. Secondary is very good. They didn't have certain guys there in the deep ends of the season. And we know they have Aaron Donald, who's the best defensive player in football. There's no team I'm putting above the Rams, especially in this division as well. The rest of this division is, I don't think, very good.
Huh. All right, well, let's go. Let me tell you this, Jeff, and I'm going to give you my whole very quick thought process on it. So somebody asked me last week to pick a Super Bowl, and I said, all right, give me Bills. And then I went to the NFC, and it was kind of like what you were just saying there, not a great conference from top to bottom. I said, I'm not going to take anybody from the East. I'm not taking anybody other than the Bucks in the South. I'm not taking anybody in the North. So that leaves me with Tampa Bay and the NFC West. I'm not picking the Rams to go back-to-back because that's tough. So then I'm down basically to the Cardinals, Niners, and Bucks. And I said, you know what? I like Shanahan. I like whoever they're going to have running the ball because he always finds a way to run the ball. If Trey Lance can be solid and they get good defense, give me the Niners and the Bills. And I don't know how much I believe that. That was a very quick exercise I did in my head there last week. But it sounds like you're not a big fan of neither the Niners or the Cardinals to make a run this year.
Well, I don't know if I would say that. It's not that I'm not a fan of either team. It's just I don't really, it could be really good. It could be really bad. I mean, this is for Kyler Murray, it's a proven season. It's time to start being effective as, a guy that, look, I'm not going to say he's not effective, but it's now time to start winning, right? I mean, you have some weapons there. Marquise Brown's a nice player. Rondale Moore really came on. A.J. Green still has something in the tank. You got a good tight end group, a good running group. This offense shouldn't have any issues. They run fast. We know that. It's just about him limiting mistakes. He could either be the next, Baker Mayfield type player, a guy that's just a guy, or, a really high-end quarterback that can win an MVP. If they get that, Arizona will definitely be a factor. That's if. Same thing with San Francisco. For Trey Lance, it's, are you going to be the quarterback of the future for this football team? Are you going to be a guy that we question every year and never ends up being what they want him to be? Now, with Shanahan there, with that group that they have with Samuel and Ayuk, a good offensive line, I'd expect you to probably get what we think you're going to get. But, that's not easy. You get George Kittle as well. I'm with bated breath on both these teams. I think they could both be very much sleepers when we're looking at futures, things like that. But until the quarterback play, same with the Eagles. The Eagles are another team. If the Eagles get good quarterback play, they are very good on paper. They might be better on paper than both these teams. So there's a lot of question marks in the NFC. One of these teams is going to have good quarterback play. We'll see who it is.
Yeah, that's what it's going to come down to. Jeff Nadu joining us here on the Pirate Radio Live line on a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Let's talk fantasy for a moment, and it also tells you what you think about these teams as far as their skill positions. But Cooper Kupp, Jeff, is going as the first receiver off the board. You could argue Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Some leagues he's going 1 overall, even before Jonathan Taylor and McCaffrey and other running backs. So, first of all, I'll ask you that. If you are, where would you draft Cooper Kupp? Where is he in your overall fantasy power rankings?
For someone that's, I definitely, for as big a gambler as I am, I've always taken fantasy as just kind of a fun thing. I'm actually in a pretty high-end league this year, which is cool. But as far as me, I would probably say he's, I don't know. I mean, as far as receivers are concerned, I'm not putting anyone above him. It really is a question of, look, I'm going to take running backs over him generally. But as far as receivers, I would go Kupp, Jefferson. I mean, Kelsey might be in there above a lot of other receivers. Stephon Diggs would be high up. Guys like that. But, I'm still going to go Taylor, Henry, Cook, Eckler, McCaffrey, Mixon, Chubb, probably all over Kupp. But as far as receivers, he's your best. Now, Clip, I do want to say one thing on the Seattle Seahawks.
I was going to get to them. We hadn't mentioned them at all, Jeff. We need to at least say something about them, so go ahead.
Yeah, right. So, I think obviously you want to bet on teams that you enjoy and are good bets, but you also can pick on bad teams, right? And weirdly enough, my brother is actually a Seahawks fan, and he obviously has made it clear to me. Obviously, I think we all know what they're doing there. The goal is to probably not win football games. And I said, well, good luck having to watch Geno Smith and Drew Lock the rest of the season. But, it's interesting because I think there's some talent on this team. I mean, we all know DK Metcalf's a good player. Tyler Lockett, Rashad Penny. I like Kenneth Walker, kid from Michigan State. They have a decent tight end and Noah Fant. I'm interested in wondering what Drew Lock will give them. Who knows? I heard I did a baseball show today, and I was talking with one of the guys before about NFL, and he was saying that he thinks that I think the win total's 3.5. He thinks under 3.5 is great bad or whatever. I said, well, I'm not so sure. I mean, this is probably like a 4-win team, but I don't know. I don't think the roster's that bad.
They got Igo, Stephen Igo, who joins us, a Broncos fan. He's nervous about Week 1 with Russell Wilson playing against his old team. You got a Baker Mayfield versus the Browns matchup too, so the NFL giving us some juicy matchups. But he said he's nervous about that game, even though the Broncos have way more talent. More talent, I don't know about way more than Seattle, but they're going to trip up somebody at home and steal a few wins here, win a division game or two. So not high expectations, but they're going to win a few games.
Well, maybe we could get Igo a little more scared. Noah Fant from Seahawks camp says that Drew Lock has made some Pat Mahomes type.
There you go.
So,
yeah.
All right.
Once again, don't care about any words that come out of training camp. I'm looking at the NFL coach fired odds, and they do. And Matt Rule, number 1, with a bullet on that list, followed by Mike McCarthy. And then third, Pete Carroll. And you just said it, Jeff. Their objective this year looks like to be tank and maybe get a high draft pick. If they're going to keep Pete Carroll around for that, you would assume they keep him around for the rebuild. I don't know. Do you see a scenario where maybe they fire him midseason after the season, bring in a new coach to get a new quarterback? Or is Carroll in the long-term plans? You look around, the Legion of Boom is gone, Russell Wilson's gone, kind of all the magic they had for all those years is gone, and Pete Carroll still chewing gum on the sidelines, kind of the last man standing there.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because, like, when you look at Pete Carroll, right? Okay, so when we look at his kind of, tenure as a head coach with Seattle in particular, since 2010, I mean, he's been in the playoffs all but, I think, 2 years, won a Super Bowl, been to a Super Bowl, won all sorts of big playoff games. And then we look at someone like Andy Reid. Okay, Andy Reid has basically the same tenure in Philadelphia and Kansas City. also won Super Bowl, lost the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm blown away that people say they should fire Pete Carroll. I mean, I'm not really getting it. I mean, who's a better? I guess they'll do it just because they want someone younger. I don't know, but I mean, Pete Carroll's been very successful. I mean, he's 119-73 as the coach of Seattle. Been to the playoffs, over 10 times. I'm not really sure why we're considering firing Pete Carroll, but I guess it's just because they want something fresher. But when it all comes down to it, Andy Reid and Pete Carroll, I mean, they're much different. I mean,
I'll say this too, Jeff. If I'm here when I'm 70, I hope I look like Pete Carroll. He's a young-looking 70. He's the oldest coach in the NFL, but something about him, he's still got that energy on the sidelines to him.
Yeah, it is something that I've always noticed. I mean, if you would have told me he was 70, I would have believed you.
Yeah.
I would have maybe said like 63 or something. But, he's had a storied career, and I think no one will go out and say, it's more of one of those just, hey, we just want to go a little bit younger. He's obviously a legendary coach, and I think he's as good as it gets still, but they've come on some hard times. But remember how many good years they had. And look, everyone will remember the one disaster play call. Who was that? The Patriots. So, he's still a legitimate great guy and a great coach.
Jeff Nadu joining us, talking NFC West today. We'll continue to break down the divisions in the NFL as we get closer to kickoff to the season. Hall of Fame game coming up tonight, so you'll at least have a little bit of football to watch. Jeff, last week I asked you when we wrapped it up, we'll close it out with some college football. Have you made any plays, any teams that you've kind of been looking at in the last week? You said you got in on East Carolina plus 10.5. How about this week? Any more plays already made, or any other teams that have caught your eye here as you continue to research college football?
Yeah, I'm still kind of working through some things. I mean, we're still, about 3 weeks away from even the first games. I'm starting to kind of find some things that'll wet my whistle here a little bit. I will say, I mean, you look at the first day, August 27th, which is in a few Saturdays from now. I'm really getting close on this Utah State-Connecticut matchup. I was very high on Utah State last year. A lot of people on this coast, probably won't remember much about them, but they were a high-powered group, really well coached. They had a guy, Blake Anderson, who was at Arkansas State for a lot of years. They had a quarterback in Logan Bonner who just kept moving the ball, and they could put up points. They're playing one of the worst teams in the country in Connecticut, who, look, will be better, but, again, it's still a long way away from them being any good. They're a bad team who can't string anything together. Now, it's funny because their new coach, I believe, is Jim Mora Jr., I believe.
Yeah, I think that's right.
But, yeah, I'm considering maybe laying a number there. I have some eye on some other things. Penn State's interesting against Purdue. And then I'm kind of eyeing maybe one of those bigger matchups with Florida or someone along those lines.
Week 0, late night, Vanderbilt, Hawaii. I don't know which way I'm going on that, but Timmy Chang's first game as head coach there. I'm looking forward to that one late night. They do, week 0.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I keep up with some people that, obviously are moving bigger amounts of money, bigger thing. From what I understand, Vanderbilt is a big, sharp selection. A lot of smart bettors coming in and taking Vandy. Now, I think a lot of it has to do with just the fact that, the coach, there's a lot of culture, excitement around the coach. But remember, Cliff, it's not easy to go to Hawaii and play a game, regardless of how good they are. But I guess they're going to believe in that. They have a pretty decent team on paper as far as just better players, better talent. And Hawaii could be real bad this year. So I think if you can find a 7 or 6.5, I would probably pounce on that because it's only going to go up. Sharps are all over Vandy.
Man, love talking matchups with the big man, Jeff Nadu, at Jeff Nadu on Twitter. He's got the Sit Down podcast going. Subscribe to that on YouTube. Check it out on your Apple Podcast as well. He's doing big things, big numbers with that. Big man, enjoyed the chat today, man. We'll keep it going this offseason. We appreciate you joining us.
Sounds great, Clip. Talk soon.
Jeff Nadu joining us, talking football. That time of the year, we'll keep that train rolling every Thursday here on Pirate Radio Live. Let's take a timeout, come back. We've had a great time talking to area high school coaches. We'll branch out of Pitt County a little bit and talk to Carter Varnell, the head coach at Southwest Edgecombe, when we return on a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
You know, everybody's thinking we're having some inventory issues in the car business, which some of it's true. But the good news is, you know, we're getting vehicles from the factory every single week. So what the customer can do is come in, get an appraisal on their trade-in if they have one. They can pick a vehicle that's incoming and actually kind of build it how they want. And then when it gets here in the next 6 to 8 weeks, they're actually taking delivery of a new vehicle.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
The Wood Ducks are at home this upcoming week versus the Nationals, August 2nd through the 7th. On Friday, the first 1,000 fans will receive a 5th season commemorative hat sponsored by Stallings Plumbing, Heating, and AC, along with post-game fireworks sponsored by WNCT Channel 9. Saturday is a collard green grilling apron giveaway to the first 1,000 fans sponsored by AG Carolina Farm Credit. Go online to get your tickets in advance at woodducksbaseball.com or at the box office the day of the game. Hope to see you at Granger Stadium all week long. Go Woodies!
Make a splash with Bassett Triple Summer Savings from Bostic Sugg Furniture. Hot looks, cool styles. Kick back, relax, and upgrade your seats and save. Buy any regular price Bassett recliner, sofa, or sectional and get $50 to $150 off every additional seat with free local delivery plus 12 months special financing. Shop our wide selection on in-stock bedrooms, dining rooms, and other living rooms. And save the sales tax and get free local delivery now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Hey Pirates, this is Holt Nailers. A big part of my success on the field is what I eat at home. To keep my body filled up, I order meals off a Clean Eats meal plan. I choose the meals I want from 6 different meals offered each week, and I pick them up on Sunday or Monday at the cafe on Red Banks Road. Each meal is packed with the perfect mix of healthy proteins, carbs, and veggies to keep my engine running at full speed. Go to cleaneats.com, click on meal plans, or stop by the cafe and get all the info. Clean Eats and the Pirates, a winning combination.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar. Join us at the Rick House for mouth-watering steaks and made-from-scratch pastas. Check out the 16-ounce cowboy steak or the seafood delight pasta. Join us for our legendary brunch on Sundays from 10 to 2. The Rick House can feed your larger crowds with off-site catering and room for 125 in our adjacent banquet hall. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty. I've been in Greenville over 25 years. I'm a proud graduate of ECU. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, then give me a call today and let me help make your real estate process fun and easy. I keep it simple and explain the process every step of the way. My goals are your goals. There are no long-term contracts, and you always deal with me from start to finish. The right home starts with the right agent. Call me, Scott Harris, at 347-1857. Go Pirates!
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. University Sportswear ENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, University Sportswear ENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit University Sportswear ENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. University Sportswear ENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
This is ECU assistant football coach Roy Tesh, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Alrighty, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Coming up, hour 3, Troy D will be alongside. We got more Mike Houston comments to get to. Some interesting Aaron Rodgers comments to get to as well. And we'll make you a winner coming up hour 3 of today's show. Before we get there, let's talk some more high school football. We've had a good time talking to a lot of the area coaches as they'll get underway coming up in a couple of weeks. And we had a listener actually contact me and say, hey, you've mentioned Southwest Edgecombe quite a bit because we've talked Washington, Ayden Grifton, North Pitt, Farmville Central, and he said you should get their coach on. And he's a Pirate, and a lot of Pirates in the listening area. And I said, okay, well, let's do it. Let's talk to Carter Varnell, who's the head football coach at Southwest Edgecombe, joining us today here on Pirate Radio Live. Coach Varnell, appreciate your time. How you doing today?
Doing great. Hope y'all are.
Yes, sir. Gearing up for another football season, day 2 of ECU practice. You got the high schools out there practicing as well. So how about your off-season, Coach? And now that you're able to get back with your team for real practice, how are things going your way?
Well, first off, I'd like to say go Pirates just to start. But we've had certainly had a great off-season. It's been a hot week this week, but we couldn't be more excited for the first week of high school football to be back.
I know talking to Will Bland and others, there is that temperature that when it reached a certain point, you got to get off the field. Have you guys had to leave the field at all, or have you been able to get those practices in?
Yeah, so we've got all our days in so far. Yesterday we had to start with our helmets and stuff off just because of the heat, but we were able to go for the first hour without helmet, and then once that temp dropped back down, we were able to helmet back up and get back after it. Heat, it plays a role, but it's not stopping us in our preparation.
Carter Varnell joining us, head coach at Southwest Edgecombe. Last year, 3-7 coach, and a good start to the season, and then lost 4 in a row down the stretch to some good football teams: North Pitt, Washington, West Craven, the conference champion, and also in Wallace Rose Hill in a playoff game. So, looking back at 2021, what did you like, and what do you want to improve on here in 2022?
So the biggest thing from 2021, we were a young football team. We played a lot of underclassmen. We had a really small senior class. So the biggest thing, we gained a lot of varsity experience. We've had a great off season in terms of preparation and our time in the weight room, getting ready for 2022. So I'm excited to see what this team brings and what we can do this upcoming season.
Coach, who are some of the guys you'll be counting on this year if you want to have a successful season?
So a couple guys I'll highlight. First thing I'd like to always start off by saying is they're great student athletes. So these 3 guys, they were 4.0 GPAs last semester. So I couldn't be more proud of that. The first one is Keyshawn Powell. He's a defensive tackle, offensive tackle. He's our team leader, team captain. He's our voice, and he'll do it all for us. He's a very physical player, very strong, and looking for him to have a big year. The second guy is Princeton Locke. He's also a senior. Again, 4.0 GPA last semester. He plays wing back for us, and he's a two-way guy. He's a track guy. He's 4.4 speed. He's not the tallest of guys. He's one of them smaller high school running backs. But we hope we can get him out in open space, and hopefully he has a big year for us. And then the next guy I'd like to highlight is a rising junior. His name is Jalen Willoughby. He will play fullback for us, so he'll be our big heavy coming downhill right at you, smash mouth football guy. He's a great lead blocker, great team player, and he's really coming to his own in camp this week. I couldn't be more excited for him.
All right, some names you'll hear about this fall on Touchdown Friday and the Blitz and the End Zone and other highlight shows. Carter Varnell joining us. Coach, I want to ask you about your style and what you want to do on the field, but first of all, your coaching background. Tell us your football background and how you got to where you are today.
So 2010 graduate of Rocky Mount High School, played under B.W. Holt, who was a legendary wing T guy in the state of North Carolina, a Hall of Fame 300-win guy. Graduated from ECU in 2014, and then actually returned back to Rocky Mount High School, and I worked under Jason Battle. We also ran the wing T offense there under him. Very successful. We won the state championship in 2015. We were state runners-up in 2016. So we based out of the wing T offense. As always, I'm trying to evolve it and kind of make it my own and, make it work for us here at Southwest. me, myself, I'm more of a defensive-minded guy. So my assistant coach, Jason Bracey, he's actually the play caller, the offensive coordinator, and I call the defense on the other side of the football.
Carter Varnell joining us. Coach, we'll get to the conference slate, which is going to be tough once again this year. Looking at the non-conference, Northern Nash, North Edgecombe, Wilson Hunt, and Tarboro, the final non-conference game. I was actually talking to former Farmville Central coach Eddie Rhodes last night, and we got to talking about Tarboro, and no surprise, they're supposed to be really, really good again. So you're going to test yourself in the non-conference before you get to conference play this year.
Absolutely. So we've certainly got a tough non-conference slate. Northern Nash and Hunt, they were both 3A conference champs in their respective leagues last year. Both made good playoff runs. And then our in-county games are, of course, North Edgecombe, which is 1A, and then Tarboro, which is our county rival. And we all know, it goes without being said, Tarboro's dominated 1A football, especially in the East, for a number of years. So our non-conference slate is tough. It will certainly prepare us going into the Eastern Plains Conference.
Talking to Carter Varnell, when we had Perry Owens on, Washington won it a couple of seasons ago. It was Wes Craven hoisting the conference title last year, and he said it should open up a little bit. It was maybe 2 at the top last year with those 2, but he thinks there will be some other contenders this year. So when you look at your league, how do you think the pecking order goes, and where does your Southwest Edgecombe team fit in?
I certainly think, we should compete this year. Last year we kind of fell middle of the pack. We played in some good football games, but fell short on, a couple of those Friday nights. But, Coach Owens in Washington, they do a great job. They always have a really prolific offense. Last year, West Craven, the conference champ, they were big, they were physical, they were really tough to run the football on. But this year, I do think it's kind of open for grabs. It's going to come down to, which team show up on Friday can play clean fundamental football and be the most physical. I really, really like our Eastern Plains League because every Friday night you've got to bring your best.
Yeah, some great teams, some great football. And, Coach, another cool thing, I guess you were at Rocky Mount High School while C.J. Wilson was getting sacks and making plays and going to the NFL from East Carolina. Now the coach at North Pitt, kind of a cool wrinkle on this college football season, or this high school football season, to have C.J. Wilson as the head coach in the league.
Yeah, absolutely. So I had the pleasure of finally meeting him last year. As a big Pirate fan, I've always been a fan of C.J., and we always have really good games with North Pitt. The North Pitt game for us is always one at the line of scrimmage. It's a super physical game in the trenches. And, knowing him, the position he played and his background, I know he will have his guys ready. And I can't wait to, have North Pitt come to Pine Tops in a couple months.
And, Coach, we've had some old vets join us. We've had some younger guys in the game joining us as well. I always like to ask about differences. So let's go just from your time at Rocky Mount, which we're looking at 13, 14 years ago, 12, whatever it is, to where we are now. How is high school football different? What are your players doing maybe different than you did when you played? And I don't know, what are the biggest changes you think over the last 10 to 12 years?
It kind of falls in line to me as, the college and NFL games have. It's, maybe a decade behind, but the offenses in high school are much more explosive now. Back when I played, we played in a lot more 10-7 ball games, 14-10 ball games, and stuff like that. They were true defensive battles, heavy run game, a lot of play action pass. But now, and even if you just look at our schedule from Northern Nash, we open up with just a really good spread offense. In week 4, when we face double tight, a T against Tarboro. You see all different styles of offenses, and everybody's evolving and figuring out ways to score more and more points. So that's certainly one thing that's changed in the first couple of years for me as a head coach is kind of those high-scoring games. You take the Washington game specifically last year. They kind of jumped out on us early, and it was just a back-and-forth game. We both scored on each other. We both put up a lot of points. And, the defenses, we've got to figure out how to slow it and, how to keep teams off the scoreboard.
Talking to Carter Varnell today, head football coach at Southwest Edgecombe. We know that some big schools, not just from this state, but all over the country, have gone into Edgecombe County and looking for talent. And how about you, Coach? How's your relationship with the college coaches, and how much attention is on the Cougars program right now from college coaches?
So we spent all of last spring, obviously preparing ourselves in the weight room, but we spent a lot of time, academically making sure that our guys were set up for success. And, if they want the chance to go and play college football, they have all their ducks in a row, and they present the full package of being a student athlete, being physically conditioned, and then coming the fall, being a good football player and being able to provide good film. We've got a couple guys that are getting looks right now. We don't have any big Division I offer guys, but Keyshawn Powell, the one that I named earlier, he's got interest, from some mid-major schools. He'll hopefully sign with somebody this year, and I'm looking forward to getting some of our younger guys looks, as years go on.
Coach, you said you're a Pirate, and a lot of excitement for the Pirates coming into 2022. So your Fridays and really all your time will be spent trying to make your team better. But when you get a Saturday in a few hours and are able to watch the Pirates, what kind of football you think we'll be seeing from East Carolina in 2022?
Well, first off, I couldn't be more excited for the Labor Day weekend opener. NC State's going to come to town. They're going to have a great football team. But I'm excited to see what Coach Houston and the boys have done in the off season. I was able to watch them in bowl practice a couple times last December once we finished in the playoffs. And just excited about this group. Just excited to see some Pirate football in Dowdy-Ficklin. And, can't wait to hopefully get some Friday night wins and then make the trip down to Greenville to cheer on the Pirates play.
And, Coach, you mentioned you're a defensive-minded guy, and you played for and coached under some really good coaches there at Rocky Mount. Blake Harrell's done a fantastic job coming in here, getting ready for year 3, improving this defense. Who are some of the guys you look at, the coaches of the now, of the coaches of the past, that you get some tips from and enjoy watching on the defensive side?
So for sure, I got to shout out my guy, Coach Ruffin McNeil. I was able to talk to him and chat with him a little bit. Last year we had our North Carolina Coaches Clinic in Greenville, and he was the keynote speaker. So I've always been a huge Coach McNeil fan, and I always loved everything he's done. Defensively, probably the biggest guy that I love to follow and watch, each Saturday is I love to watch Nick Saban and his Alabama defense. I spend a lot of time, looking at his coverages, looking at their blitz packages, all that sort of stuff, just to try to learn, make myself and make our team and program better.
Talking to Carter Varnell. Coach, great to have you on the show today, and we wish you the best of luck in 2022. We'll keep in touch and talk more Cougars football with you sometime down the road. But thanks for your time today. Good luck the rest of this preseason, and good luck in the fall of 2022.
All right, thanks, guys. You have a great day.
All right, there is Carter Varnell joining us, Southwest Edgecombe. And Chandler, we're excited. We had Hall of Fame game tonight. We're talking Pirate football every day. But I'm ready for some Friday night lights.
Yes, sir.
I see what my alma mater, Conley, can do. We kind of got a piece of all the area teams after having these coaches on. You want them all to do well.
Yeah.
You start rooting for them. And then you'll be doing some PA at your old stomping grounds, so watching some live high school football and starting to get excited for it.
Yeah, no doubt. And I miss playing under the lights on a Friday night, and that was the best, some of the best times of my life. And to watch younger guys do it, it makes me want to go back. But I am going to be able to kind of go back to Lakewood this fall and watch leopard football, and it stinks because I haven't really been able to watch a lot of Lakewood leopard football since I graduated from Lakewood, especially the past 4 seasons with being the voice of the White Wolfpack. But yeah, it's an awesome time. It kind of kickstart the football season because you do have preseason with the National Football League going on, but high school football kind of kicks it off for the football season. I'm very excited for it. And we will be at Parker's come Monday.
Monday for the Big Carolina 3A, 4A Media Day. Always enjoy that day, and we'll be there covering that event, talking to area coaches. And, man, that ovation, Chandler, when you walk in those stadium gates once again, your old stomping grounds, and people are kind of milling around, getting their seats, getting ready, and they see you walk in and you walk up to the press box, and
that's Chandler Honeycutt.
That ovation you're going to get, I mean, just goosebumps. Me thinking about it, I'm getting goosebumps for you.
I mean, look, I was a part of my junior year. I was a part of a team that played in the Eastern Regional Final, one game away from the state championship. Guess who we ran into?
Who'd you run into?
Plymouth.
Plymouth.
Guess who I had to block?
Who'd you have to block?
think his name was Raekwon Purvis.
Former Pirate.
Yes. And
how'd that go?
I asked for help just about every
Coach,
every play.
Need some help right here.
Need to double team this dude.
Give me an extra blocker in here. And now you're a big time radio star too, so you might be signing autographs, signing babies.
Oh, please.
Signing body parts.
No.
What an ovation it's going to be. All right, let's take our final break of hour 2. We'll come back, give you an update on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard and Buccaneer Music Hall leaderboard presented by Dub Buck.
Dub Buck.
More to go. Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Are you ready for some football, Pirate Nation? Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times this football season, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there's fun. Because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Get ready to have fun this season, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Christie's Europub is the perfect place to relax, grab a bite, and enjoy a drink. Located in the heart of Greenville and just a few blocks from ECU's campus, Christie's offers lunch, dinner, and late night with live music every Sunday. Come and have brunch Monday through Friday from 11 to 3 or Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 4. Scratch cooking takes time, so relax and enjoy a pint at Christie's Europub today. For the latest information, check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram or visit them online at christieseuropub.com.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Kyle Gaines at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We are growing, so is our service department. We're adding more space to provide a faster, more affordable service for you. Come sit down with our team and let us customize your next Jeep or truck. Have the freedom to pick out your own lift, wheels, and tires and more. Drive a little, save a lot when it comes to customizing your next vehicle. We're at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located off 264 West in Washington, North Carolina, and online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medispa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations available. Visit us at beautybarmedispa.com. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American airline flights perfect for your next trip. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
This is Mark Washington with Max Sports Performance at Max Fitness. Our facility has reopened and is following all safety protocols. The best thing you can do to strengthen your immune system is, of course, to work out and exercise on a regular basis. I can assist you as your performance coach. You can also enjoy the benefits of a private facility. Avoid the crowds and work out at Max Fitness. Now is the time to get healthy. Max Fitness, just off Highway 43 in the old Ace Hardware building behind Speedway in Greenville. Call me, Mark Washington, 902-4877.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Hi, this is Parker Bunch. When I'm not hitting dingers or going viral, I'm listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now, back to the show.
Well, welcome back. Have you heard Winslow's is now 5th Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room with a brand new look. 5th Street also has a new menu and serves lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday, plus brunch starting at 10:30 on Sundays. What else is new? Well, 5th Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room now has poker every Tuesday night and trivia on Wednesdays with DJ Captain Morgan. It's a new look, new name, but the same location on 5th Street right beside the State Theater. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, here on a Thursday. Let's take a look at the Buccaneer Music Hall leaderboard presented by Da Buck. Chandler moves seats. Troy D's here. What's up, Troy?
Hey, fellas. How are you?
What's up, doing good? D? Keeping an eye on Harold Varner III, and Harold right now is sitting at even par through 16, tied for 80th. One shot off of being tied for 54th, so better than he was an hour ago.
Tied for what, 131st?
Yeah, but still fighting to get back into some kind of contention, and right now just making the cut because it is a bit of a birdie fest going on at the Wyndham in Greensboro. But HV3 sitting at even par right now, got a couple holes left. Of course, the leader, who's leading, Troy? Is that
Well, it's a
John.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
John my new favorite golfer.
We were saying earlier, Troy, that
it's like a who's on first.
It is.
Yeah.
Troy,
if we only had like a guy in second, name what?
Well, Im's in second.
What?
I'm in second. Han's in first.
Who?
I'm.
And there's probably a who. Jason who?
No, you're talking about Woo.
There's a woo.
I mean, we got the
what
whole...
about who, woo, why?
We've literally got Han first, I'm in second, and Woo's in third. PGA Tour, something to follow.
You can't make this up. This is a true story.
We were saying earlier, Troy, that he can get into a situation when someone's texting him and say, hey, what's your last name? He said, and then they say, no, we need your last name. Your last name, what is it?
Quit screwing around.
Jackass, forget about it then. You're fired.
My new favorite golfer, John All right, Cardinals Cubs tied in the ninth at 3 apiece. No score between the Dodgers and Giants, and I'm just realizing those scores haven't updated. Well, here we go. Giants lead the Dodgers 2-1 in the fourth inning. Angels over the A's 2-0 in the third. Rockies and Padres scoreless in the third, and they have gone final. St. Louis knocks off Chicago 4-3. Those scores courtesy of the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck. All right, Troy D, day 2 of Pirate Practice today. We will no media availability for Mike Houston. We won't talk to him again until Saturday.
Yeah.
So we'll have, pictures, videos, all that good stuff on our social media accounts. But a little bit of radio silence as far as Mike Houston goes for a few days as they start this fall camp. Troy D, exciting times.
It's hot.
Let's get a weather report from Troy D.
It's hot.
It is.
But I like the heat. You know me. I'd rather be hot than cold.
Chandler earlier today.
They play more games in the heat than they do the cold.
It was just disrespectful how hot it is outside.
Yeah. Well, Shirley said it's rude. The weather is rude. I said no. I said it's disrespectful.
I did I've got the pullover, the T-shirt pullover.
Troy D shirt update,
which has the it's a hoodie, but it's a thin hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
Because and now you might be wondering why am I wearing a long sleeve T-shirt hoodie in the middle of summer right now?
Why?
Huh? Tie?
Tie? Shirt?
Because I had an event at Parker's Barbecue today. In the banquet room.
You mean the coldest restaurant
which you will be in Monday. Yeah. And here's a pro tip. You better bring a thicker pullover. Because, now, Parker, here's the deal. Like the humidity and stuff, they've got to keep the air. Which, granted, if you want to have a nice, cool, refreshing lunch, Parker's is a great food. Hot food. Cold inside, which you don't want to be. You don't want to be sweating while you eat lunch.
No,
but to keep the humidity off the floor, they have it probably a little colder than normal. A lot of people would love that now. I know a number of people that just stay like they're always hot, so they would love it freezing cold. But
I'm one of those people.
It's a little too chilly for me, so I knew I had an event at Parker's So I overdressed today to try and compensate.
Makes sense.
Not enough, though.
If you look around, you'll see like pigs hanging from the seat. They also use it as a meat locker while you're eating in there. It does get cold in there.
Yeah,
we will be feeling that.
Really, the banquet room is what I'm talking about. The regular restaurant's fine. You don't know, and that's normal. But for whatever reason, that banquet room, when you're in the private room, where I do believe the media day for high school football for Pitt County will be, or whatever the conference.
3A4. The Big Carolina, named by Brian Bailey. Troy did.
Stupid name, but anyway, it is going to be chilly in there.
Yeah.
And I did media day for J.H. Rose JV football coming up tomorrow.
Okay. Are you handling that for us?
I will be actually going to cover that.
Okay.
But I think media day for JV, I don't know how much media will be out there. I do believe it mostly consists of team photographs.
Have you requested any interviews with players?
I have not at this time.
So I'm going to have to start talking to you like I do.
SID out there.
Well, I think they've actually, you'd be surprised how many people they have on staff. It might be Marvin Jarman. They've got, I counted them up, they've got 20 coaches on the Rose staff between varsity and JV. Now, not all of them are paid. Some of them are volunteer.
They got some grad assistants.
But they've got 20 people listed on the coaching roster.
Are you going to be able to do interviews with us about Rose JV football since your son's involved, or is that like a conflict of interest?
Well, I talked about Epps. Remember when Epps had the merger with ACOC last year?
Fair enough.
I was covering that on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So why not? I can give you an update on.
We'll get some Rose JV updates, which they, I guess, begin one day before the varsity. So we got a couple weeks.
Yeah, and they scrimmage.
Like 2 weeks from today.
They scrimmage up coming up in a week or so.
Wow, it's coming. How's your son doing?
You know, pretty good. They've got him at. He told me that he's at linebacker on defense, playing with the ones, and then they've got him slotted in the wide receiver spot with the twos.
Nice.
So I think they're very deep in wide receiver, but the way they run you heard Coach Bland talk about it. They run a up pace, high powered kind of passing offense.
Yeah.
So I think he'll get probably some action on both sides of the ball.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of cool. I went out. Actually, for a few minutes, I was able to. If you drive by on Hooker Road, you can see him practicing out there. So I pulled over for like 5 minutes one day. I was in between meetings, and I saw the first time I saw him out there with his practice jersey on. It was pretty cool. It's real when you see him out there, all geared up.
Yeah.
So
that's good stuff.
I wasn't, there were a lot of number of parents stalking out there in their cars watching.
That like you were.
Yes, I wasn't the only one. There were a lot of cars parked out there. I was like, oh, okay. Well, there was like already 10 people out there.
Just don't be the helicopter dad questioning the coach.
No. Those guys do a great job.
Okay.
I'm too busy to question them. So 5 minutes was all I had, but it was just enough to see what was going on.
Good stuff. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll hear some Mike Houston comments from yesterday that we didn't get to. We'll talk some Pirate football. And got a lot more for you in Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. More to go after this.
Hey, Host fans, get to Oriole Park early on Friday, August 5th at 7:05 when the first 20,000 fans 15 and over will receive a Cedric Mullins 30-30 Club bobblehead presented by Masson. Celebrate Cedric Mullins' historic 2021 season when he became the first player in Orioles history to join the 30-30 Club with 30 home runs and 30 stolen bases. Tickets start as low as $15. What better way to cheer on the Silver Slugger than at the ballpark that forever changed baseball? Buy tickets at Orioles.com/tickets.
This pepperoni was carefully placed by hand by a pizza maker at Papa John's. Just like this one, and that one over there. Ooh, and even these in the crust. Get yourself the new epic pepperoni stuffed crust pizza, only at Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the Papa John's Epic Stuffed Crust one-topping pizza is only $13.99 and is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank that's in your corner when you need them. This is Chris Richards from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Ashley Capps, Bonner Latham, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business, come and see one of our experienced team members at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Member FDIC.
At Parker's Barbecue, our family has been serving your family for 3 generations.
For that, we say thank you.
Blessing families every Thursday. Kids eat free all day. That's the Parker's way.
Legendary food served from our 3 locations. Always quick, always delicious. That's the Parker's way.
At Parker's, our mission is to impact our customers through Christ-like service in a way that feeds them both physically and spiritually. That is the Parker's way.
This isn't your regular cola, so this isn't your regular cola ad. No beach parties or family barbecues here, just Nitro Pepsi, the first cola ever infused with nitrogen. So forget everything you thought you knew about soda, because that nitrogen gives us a whole new experience. Think an infusion of smaller bubbles for a cola that's got a lighter, smoother texture. And don't get me started on the pour. You don't pour this like any other cola. We're talking turn the can completely upside down and watch as those bubbles cascade into the glass to create a frothy, luxurious foam topping. Can your cola do that? I didn't think so. Unless you've got your own Nitro Pepsi, in which case, cheers to your great taste. Because you already know that the only thing better than the pour is the unapologetic cola taste. What else is there to say? From the creamy foam to the smooth texture to its unbelievably delicious flavor, this is cola like you've never had it before. Time to bring your taste buds to the next frontier. Nitro Pepsi. Smooth, creamy, delicious.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day, because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
When a storm hits, you can count on Greenville Utilities. They put their emergency storm plan into action to restore power as quickly and safely as possible. If you experience an outage, call them toll-free at 1-855-767-2482. The automated hotline can handle a large number of calls at once, virtually eliminating busy signals, so help can be on the way as fast as possible. Remember, GUC's emergency hotline number is 1-855-767-2482.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com. Or you can visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Wish the mics were on for that last statement by Troy D. Could be taken a number of different ways. Troy D is here. True. The Chan Man is here. Shirley Rhodes, CJ Schaefer on a Thursday, day 2 of ECU football practice. Troy, there is football on TV tonight. The Hall of Fame game.
Oh, wow. I forgot about that.
Raiders-Jags. So at least watch the kickoff, right? I mean, you're not going to watch the whole game, but at least flip it on.
It's on ESPN?
It is on NBC.
NBC has it. Thursday night football.
That's right.
Yeah. What time? 8?
Sure.
Sounds about right.
I need to look it up.
Yeah. If
but
I'm home, I'll flip it on.
Yeah. It's, again, probably no Zay Jones, I would imagine, for the Jags.
Maybe a drive.
Maybe, but Trevor Lawrence isn't playing, Travis Etienne. Maybe we'll see Zay.
When do the rest of the preseason games start?
Next Thursday, there's a few, and then, Friday, Saturday.
Okay,
so
next I need
week.
to dump mine for the Bears. That's always a tough sell.
So what do you think you can get for a Bears?
The problem, I'd sell them for $10, but they'll only because I sell them through the Bears verified Ticketmaster. There's a limit. There's a limit how low you can go. There's no limit on what you can sell them for, I think. You can sell them for because the Bears take a percent. They've changed the game because they take a percentage of the resale, which is smart. But it's all synced with their system, so it works easy for me. But there's a limit to how low I can go with the ticket.
Yeah. So if you sell them for 10, how much do you actually get? 10 or
no? They keep 10% or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, they're like a bookie.
Yeah. Have you put any of your? Have you looked at that this year and put any games up? For sale
I've got a number of them on sale for sale.
Let me look at the schedule and see what the big ones would be. Are you going to any games this year?
I plan to go to the Green Bay Packer game, which I believe is December 5th, as long as it does not conflict with the American Conference Championship game for the Pirates.
There you go. Niners at Bears opener is actually a good one. You could probably get some cash for that one.
Let me see if I've sold any clip.
Texans at Bears, you might could get $10 for that. That is not going to be a hot sale.
That's regular season.
Commanders at Bears.
Can I interest you?
October 13th, 8:15. So this would be a Sunday night or a Monday night? Thursday night. That makes more sense. A Thursday night game. Dolphins at Bears. Yeah, I don't see a lot of big money makers.
I mean, the biggest one is the Packer one.
Yeah. Eagles at
And I wanna
Bears.
go to that
You
one.
get some Philly fans. Oh, there you go. Bills at Bears Christmas Eve. The Bills Mafia will be trying to get that ticket from Troy D.
Let me, of course, I'm trying to pull it up to see if what the price is going for, and it's, doing this deal. All right, here we go to clip. All right, so let's do the Bills game.
So that's Christmas Eve, 1 o'clock.
Oh, man, this thing. It's driving me crazy.
Anyway, let's see. What day is that? That would be a Saturday. So you got a few up here. You can make a little on it, I think.
All right, here we go.
Cowboys would have been good, but that's on the road.
This did a face recognition.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Man, we're living in the future.
Because I have no idea what the password is on this, so thank God. Recognize my face, I think. All right.
Boy, this is the longest process in the history of process.
This doesn't seem right, though, because I've put these for sale already. You know what?
I'm not that interested anymore.
I know. We've lost the moment.
We've lost it.
You lost your mojo.
Like, it's this thing always confuses me because it sends you to Ticketmaster, but I don't need to be in Ticketmaster. I need to be in the Bears season ticket holder thing, and now I can't find the app.
Well, I know
This is
one
terrible
person
radio.
who's not buying your Bears tickets, and that's Kenny Curlings, because he said you couldn't pay him to go to a Bears game.
What if they're playing the Cowboys?
He's got you in a pickle now,
What about
Kenny.
now, Kenny? What about now?
Yeah.
Yeah, not
Turn
so,
that one back on.
Not so fast, my friend.
Well, good luck.
We do play the Cowboys this year. I think it's on the road.
Right. Yeah, it is. The big home games were the Packers, as you said, and then the opener's a good one, I think, against the Niners. That'll be heavily attended. Just as everybody will be excited. It's the season opener. Can we win one? That kind of thing. So, all right, moving along.
All right. Why can't I find this app? Like,
We'll
I can't
figure
even
it
find
out
the
off
app.
there.
Like, what happened?
I don't know, Grant.
I know this is no. See, do you see the Chicago Bears app? Where did it go? It pops up all the time.
Should it be a Bears logo?
Yeah.
Now sometimes the apps change their logo, so maybe you're not recognizing. I don't know.
Oh, there it is. Okay, they did. They changed it to a weird color. That's very bizarre.
Golly.
We gotta move on.
All right.
And you need to clean out your apps.
Troy, new game app cleanup coming up on Pirate
Okay,
Radio.
here we go. So, see, would you even know what STH is? Like that?
Hallis?
Season ticket holder.
Oh.
It would have taken me. It took me like a year to figure that one out. All right, so here we go. Manage my tickets clip. We're in.
All right.
So which game did you want to know?
Go Bills on Christmas Eve.
What about the Commanders game? I was thinking about dumping those on you. That's a Thursday night game?
Sure. So I get how many days off here? That'd be nice. Yeah.
I've got them currently listed. Well, it tells the payout. So whatever I would sell them for, I would get $117 for those.
I got to tell you, I don't know if that's going to be worth it. Where are your seats, Troy D?
In the stadium.
That answered that
Lower
question.
level. They're not on the upper level.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
All right, 2 tickets listed.
So Washington was 117. This is what?
Edit listings. Let me see here. Ticket face value. How much do you think the face value of this is for?
Man, I hadn't been to it. I haven't looked at tickets in a while. So what was the 117 number you gave?
I don't know. Well, that was what I'd be paid out if I sold it for. But all right, the face value of ECU, the Bears,
180.
Bills, $101.
Oh, okay.
Similar tickets are selling for how much?
On the secondary market?
Mm-hmm.
180.
$144.50.
Okay.
So if I sell mine, I'll be paid. I've got a $158 price. So I've got it lower than the average thing.
But I could see later in the year if the Bills are a Super Bowl contender, that could jump up. Bills Mafia will take over Chicago.
Yeah, so I actually have all the tickets listed except the Packers game. None have sold so far.
All right. For real, we got to move on.
All right.
Let's
keep you updated.
I appreciate that. Let's hear some Mike Houston comments. Shirley Rhodes. There was a few we didn't get to yesterday. Let's hear Cut 9. He talked about what he wants to accomplish before they end up putting the pads on.
Well, I think, acclimating to the practice and heat. I think you have to do that, acclimating to practice and heat. Really getting everybody operating on the same page, snap counts, moving together, working together, communication, all the stuff that is so important because, when you add in that element of full contact, sometimes you see guys go brain dead, and it's so important to, to really have guys, as prepared as possible for that first day of full contact.
Mike Houston there getting ready for full contact later on this fall camp. The offensive line, I think we've asked this question to him a bunch of times this offseason. Let's hear it one more time. Is this the deepest O-line you've had since you've been at East Carolina? Cut 10.
By far. I don't know. We had 5, period, my first year. So I feel good about our depth on the offensive line. I think, Bailey Malovic, first day back since that opening game when he got injured last year. Really excited to have him back and, full go and, just all those guys that were, played last year. Some new guys with Ben and Justin, some young guys, Isaiah and Walt pushing into, that 2 deep, Parker Moore. So it's a good group. So excited to see how they develop.
A deep O-line for this East Carolina football team, veterans and Chandler, the newcomers coming in that'll probably, I'm hearing a lot about Red and Moore that are going to play right away.
Absolutely. You got a guy in Parker Moore who's got Big 12 experience starting at West Virginia. You got Justin Red, who I believe, if it's the same guy I'm thinking about, he was the offensive lineman of the year in his conference last year. A lot of new guys, a lot of new faces in different positions, but I think the most exciting is some of these new guys coming up to the offensive line.
Something we talked about with Igo earlier in the show, the wide receiver spot where you've got Isaiah Winstead coming in, expected to be a number 1. Ryan Jones, your leading pass catcher from a year ago. C.J. Johnson is established. Who's next? Who's number 4? Well, this could answer some of that. Mike Houston was asked who he wants to step up into the role of the slot receiver, filling in for Tyler Snead's shoes.
Well, I think we have lots of candidates. You saw, CJ was in the slot today. Maceo was in the slot today. Kerry King, Ryan. You got lots of candidates. So we'll just see how it goes throughout camp.
So you got 2 guys there he mentioned that could end up in the slot, C.J. Johnson and Ryan Jones, your tight end, and then your big play outside guy, C.J. moving in there. So that now that they're so experienced, we could see a lot of different guys moving in a lot of different positions. Be exciting to see on offense.
I think they've got a lot of talent on those receiving and tight end positions this year. It seems like we're going to lose a bunch this year, but I think with CJ coming back, with Isaiah Winstead,
it looks a lot better
Ryan
now
back,
than it did like in January.
Yeah,
February.
Yes. It totally has a different feel to it right now and vibe to that offensive firepower they have.
And Igo answered my question: who could be the number 4 guy when it comes to catching balls? And he said Jalen Johnson, the transfer from Georgia, and then you've got Garner, the transfer from Duke. As you said, Troy, CJ, it wasn't a definite that he would be back. So and
hopefully you're getting a new improved CJ.
Yeah.
That is just strictly focused on football and not getting bogged down by other stuff.
Yeah. No, you're right. So it has been a major kind of rehaul, losing Tyler Snead, which is a lot of catches, a lot of targets, and Audio Matosho as well at that receiver position. All right, we got a couple of Mims on the team. Chandre Mims is a transfer, and we talked about him earlier this week. Chandler could see him active on the defensive side of the ball. CJ Mims is a freshman, so you've got the older brother and the younger brother, and Mike Houston talked about those 2 guys coming into the program. Cut 13.
Certainly excited to have Chandre here. I think his experience and leadership and just who he is as a solid character guy is going to be so important to that room, and he's going to play for us. There's no doubt. He's got too much motor and too much want to. And I think he is it's awesome to have him here for CJ. It's hard coming in as a freshman lineman. And have big brother kind of show you the way it's supposed to be done, and Chandre's going to push him. Now, there's no doubt about that. He ain't going to let CJ get away with anything, but he's also going to be there, to say, hey, it's going to be okay. Tomorrow's going to be a better day. That kind of deal. Because freshmen, they have a rough go at it during preseason camp.
All right, there's Mike Houston talking about the Mims brothers. When you think about brothers on East Carolina, Troy D, I mean, it doesn't really get any cooler than the twins, right? The Hart twins.
Darren, David Hart.
Playing together in the secondary. And we're great players.
That's my all-time favorite twin duo.
That's awesome.
Really, you're right. There's been other twins that have played football, but not the same position.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Beside each other on the field, laying guys out.
Brandon Simmons and his brother, Jason Simmons, played together.
And I really think, from what I could tell, identical twins, because I always struggle telling them apart.
Yeah.
Not fraternal.
We had them.
I have twins myself, but you guys have seen, Bryce and Tyler kind of have their own, look. They have similarities, but they have their own unique look.
What's it called when you're not identical?
Fraternal.
Yeah, fraternal twins.
Or as I like to call them, fraternity twins.
Well, future. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. That could happen.
It could.
In the same fraternity at the same time at the same keg party.
Other famous football twins, the Barbers, Rondé and Tiki.
Yeah.
Who had long NFL careers.
You got the Kelsey brothers now with Travis and Jason.
Yeah. Dwayne Harris played here, and then Derek Harris played here.
And then Reese Wiggins' brother came in from Clemson. Can't remember his name.
Oh, yeah.
Reese Wiggins.
That was one of the
brothers.
Troy D hype guys.
Which one?
Can't remember his name.
He played defense, right?
I thought he was a receiver like his brother.
Where'd he come from?
Clemson.
Oh yeah,
not Tyshawn Dye, but
he's a running back.
Different guy.
Yeah. But I get fired up when we get the guys from Clemson in. I fall for it every time, Clip.
That
is a weak point for me.
Corin Wiggins, defensive back.
Yeah, I did hear good stuff about him.
Yeah. So.
See, the problem is I talk to my Clemson people, and they never tell me anything bad about these guys. They're always pumping you up. Oh, we hate to lose him. He was just getting ready to break through. What a pickup for you.
Yeah.
Probably be one of the best players on the team. And then I'm just eating it up like, ice cream on a hot day. I'm just
keep it coming.
Yeah. But anyway, here's my favorite twin question that I have some friends that have twins that have a boy and girl twin, which I think that would be difficult because at least when the boys were growing up, they could share stuff.
You like that shirt? All right, get two of them.
Right, exactly, right. You just go to the boys department, the men's section.
In the men's section. The twin section.
Yeah, you don't have to go to both sections.
In the twin section.
Yeah. But
how many buy one get one deals did you hit on the clothing, or buy one get one half off? Yeah,
exactly. So I have some friends that have boy and girl twins, and every once in a while they'll get the question, "Oh, are they identical?"
Oof.
And people are being serious.
Yeah, that's not a.
No, they're not identical. One's a boy, one's a girl.
If they were, would you rather the dude look like a chick or the chick look like a dude?
So if you see twins that are boys and girls, don't ask the parent if they're identical. The answer is always no.
Yeah, kind of like asking a woman if she's pregnant. You just don't do it.
Yeah, don't do that.
You know what? Just don't ask questions like that to anyone.
Have you ever done that?
Which one?
I think the pregnant question.
No.
Somebody, or congratulations. Or
no, hell no. Why would you?
I think I've almost done that once in my life. And
Troy said it to me one day. No, Troy. No.
Oh, when are you expecting? What'd she do?
No, man.
Yeah, that's just you're right. It's just a good policy. Even if they are pregnant, just to not even recognize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because nothing good. Like what? Oh. Congratulations. Like, what do you say?
And they'll say,
and if they're wrong, oh, you look so big.
Yeah.
It can be taken the wrong way no matter what.
Yep.
There's no real upside in recognizing that for a guy to a woman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just life lessons here. We're passing along on
that's true. And I think the younger generation needs to hear this.
That's right. All right, let's get a break in. We'll come back. Troy, Aaron Rodgers is talking. Have you heard any of this?
I have not.
Right,
man, I've been so bogged down and so busy.
I haven't even heard it.
Like just day-to-day stuff. I have not heard any. I've been out of the pocket with news and stuff.
I've only heard about 15 seconds of it. You're going to think this is fake, but it's real. Aaron Rodgers talking about his offseason and some things he's been into, and it's a new Aaron Rodgers.
Is he turned like kind of bad boy? Like, kind of like Phil Mickelson?
Sounds like he's joined a cult.
He's gone off the deep end kind of thing.
Because I like this new Mickelson's, gives zero you-know-whats.
Doesn't shave.
He's got the beard.
He's got 5 o'clock shadow.
He looks like a villain. Yeah.
Bets, gambles.
He's turned into damn John Daly.
Stinks at golf.
Now, I can't believe they haven't hired Daly for the Live Tour.
Yeah.
Just because he's a popular guy.
Right.
And he'd fit right in. I hear, when they were playing that one last weekend, they play music on the tee box and stuff.
I think he supports it. I think he's come out and said he doesn't mind it. He supports it.
He'd be perfect for it.
Yeah. Maybe he could be next. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll make you a winner on the other side. We got the Aaron Rodgers comments and more. What's that?
He's in a cult?
He should be an Indianapolis Colt because he's in a cult. We will take a break, come back. That was bad. Back with you after this.
If you have family coming over this summer, the last thing you need is sweaty relatives. Guarantee your air conditioning system is ready to keep everybody cool. Call Delcor. Buy a new train system and make no payments until 2023. It's hard to stop a train. With inflation and high gas prices, you don't need another payment. So buy this month and make no payments until 2023. Go to DelcorInc.com or call 252-321-8868. Delcor, the service professionals.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Your first stop for shopping is at Shimmer Boutique. This is Ashley from Shimmer. We are fully stocked with the latest apparel, shoes, and accessories and more. If you need gift ideas or some shopping therapy for yourself, stop by today. Looking for the hottest shoes on the market? Shimmer has the biggest selection of Hey Dudes anywhere. Shimmer has the newest Yeti products and colors. Want this year's most popular bag? Shimmer has a great selection of all your bog bag needs and accessories. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, and Jacksonville.
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles, and welcome inside the booth. The AAC football predictions are out. Some thoughts are next.
Hey, Pirate Nation, come party with us for the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party. It's back and approaching fast. Tickets are on sale right now for only $10. 100% of the ticket sales will be donated to local charities. Join our Pirate Radio crew Thursday, September 1st at the State Theater in downtown Greenville, featuring 80s music by The Breakfast Club, plus many more special surprises. Go to PR927fm.com right now to get your tickets before it sells out. And go Pirates!
The Pirates have been picked 6th in the 11-team AAC entering play in September. ECU is coming off a 7-5 season and a 5-3 record in the American. Probably something we've not talked enough about. 5-3 in league play is a whole lot better than what ECU has been in recent years. Yes, it shows progress as Coach Mike Houston enters his 4th season. Now for the rest of the league, the 3 defectors to the Big 12 are picked 1, 2, and 3. Houston is picked to win the league. Cincinnati, coming off last year's college football playoff team, is 2nd, and UCF is 3rd. SMU is picked 4th, Memphis 5th, again the Pirates 6th, Tulane 7th, Tulsa 8th, USF 9th, Navy 10th, and Temple in the basement at number 11. Going into the year, there seems to be a top 3, a middle of the pack, and then the also-ran. It's just about time to kick it off. Come on back again next time, and we'll visit inside the booth.
Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. If you're looking for wings to be delivered to your home, Wings Over Greenville has you covered with no third party needed. Wings Over Greenville has its own in-house delivery service. Be sure to try the all-new tender sandwiches by ordering ahead on the Wings Over mobile app. Open till 3 a.m. on Friday and Saturday, Wings Over has everything to cure those late-night munchies. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville. They deliver.
This is Coach Steve Shankweiler, offensive line coach for East Carolina University football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations are available by calling 752-1406 or visiting beautybarmedispa.com. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday. We'll make you a winner coming up at the end of this segment, so stay tuned for that. Got Troy D, Chandler Honeycutt here in the Pirate Radio studio, CJ Schaefer, Shirley Rhodes producing today's program, getting ready for some football. Football is on tonight. It is indeed 8 o'clock. Troy D, NBC, Hall of Fame game, Raiders and Jaguars going at it.
And you guys were mentioning this earlier. I was on a call. But who's doing the broadcast?
All right, so Al Michaels gone.
I know. I like Al Michaels.
He's going to be on Amazon.
This is weird. So I won't
with
be
Kirk
seeing...
Herbstreit,
which is also weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So, but I like Mike Tirico. He's not Al Michaels.
Okay, so Tirico's on the call.
Tirico's
I like Tirico on Monday Night Football.
Another guy touched him.
You touched Tirico?
Yeah. Shook his hand when he was here in Greenville doing a Thursday night game in the 90s.
I don't know if you know.
Yep.
Well, we won't get into that. There's an old
touched...
ESPN book that you should read.
Yeah, he's touched a lot of people.
Yeah, there you go.
But not like I was just a shake. It was a formal handshake.
And you said a phrase there, Troy, that kind of segues into the next one. Here's a guy that's going to be with Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth.
Okay, so he stays.
Yeah.
Well, they do still. Now, I will tune in for this. Will they still open with Tirico, one shot, and then zoom out and slide in?
Got to.
Chris Collinsworth. I think that continues.
Got to.
If it doesn't, then I'm going to be
because that stays with Collinsworth. That really wasn't an Al Michaels thing.
Yeah.
So I think they keep the system the same.
Yep.
I like
Tirico opens it up, fade out.
Yeah. And then he slides in.
Yeah.
Which is hard to do. We have chairs here that are on wheels, and we struggle just getting in and out of them, Clip. So, I mean, to be able to slide
it says more about our shape than anything else.
But, I mean, to be able to slide like he does.
Yeah.
I mean, that's somewhat of an athletic move. Or does he have someone pushing him to help him?
Doesn't take a lot to impress you, does it?
Well,
no, they perfected
it. They make it look so smooth and so easy.
Yeah.
But I want to pay attention a little closer. How is it so perfect?
And how about that producer in the truck? All right, Tirico. Pan out. Send in Collinsworth.
Slide.
And then they high five after. Yeah, we nailed it.
Yes, I mean, it's gotta. Now, I wonder if it started by accident or if it was done the first time by design. Because First Down Pirates was an accident. When John C. Moore, rest in peace, was doing the stadium announcing when I was in college, he flipped the microphone off by accident after he said first down. There was a pause. He realized no one heard Pirates, and then he turned it back on and he said, Pirates! And everybody cheered. Wow. And that's how that started. Where does it say first down? Pirates!
Interesting.
That's a true story.
There's some lore there for you.
Oh, I missed that guy. What a great voice.
Yeah, we still have the liner that runs every now and then where you can hear it.
Cedric Van Buren on the carry. Ball will be spotted on the hokey.
Did you know him? I mean, you were younger then. Did you what did he do other than that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He called the station once, and this is back when we had voicemail, and before he passed, and he left us a voicemail saying how much he loved Pirate Radio and that he loved we were using this clip on the air. And it was before I think we had a good way to capture that.
Right.
Because oh my God, that thing would be worth gold.
Yeah.
I'd pay big money if we could somehow save that.
Wow, that's awesome.
And play it on the air. But never got, I don't know if I ever have a chance to meet him or not. I think I talked to him on the phone one time, and that was about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Shirley, do you remember that? That's back in your time.
I do, because a certain someone forgot to write down his phone number before it was sent to voicemail.
Uh-huh.
And you were quite upset about that.
Oh, yeah. Was it, let me guess, was it a 3-letter certain someone?
Uh-huh.
My blood pressure is just boiling thinking about that. I just had a PTSD moment thinking about that.
And I want to say
with Wes Hines.
We may still have that voicemail. So I'm gonna hunt it
John C. Moore
down.
called. We were gonna get him. I could have had him as a guest on this show clip many years ago. And Wes doesn't take his number down. Let me just give you a voicemail.
And this is like where you could just Facebook somebody or like.
Right. This was like you really had to track somebody down.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was hard. Like this wasn't. There was no social media back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, Shirley, I forgot about that.
Sorry to upset you there, but I am actually. You know what? I've got it.
No way.
Wait,
Yeah,
is this
I have it right here.
Wait, is this the voicemail or is this just the First Down Pirates?
No, this is the voicemail.
Oh, get out.
Here it is.
Troy, my name is John Seymour, and for 18 years I worked the ECU football games and was the instigator with Ron Dickerson of the First Down Pirates. And recently I heard my voice on your radio station, and I was very honored, very humbled to hear that. I thank you for using that. I wish you would continue using it. Thank you, sir.
Wow. God, I just got goosebumps. First of all, great find, Shirley Rhodes. That's why you're the best in the business.
Well, I thought when you brought it up,
I didn't
was
think we
like,
saved it. I thought we lost it.
No, we.
Oh God, that's getting me all emotional right there.
We saved the message. By the way, I'm friends with John C. Moore's son, Johnny.
Do we have his clip, the First Down Pirates clip?
We do.
Let's play that.
All right, give me just
especially
a
for younger
second.
Pirate fans that don't understand. John C. Moore was like the original stadium PA guy. He's what Morgan Ehlers does now. And he was just absolutely had this incredibly deep, awesome voice.
We just heard it.
Yeah.
He
had more of a southern accent than I was anticipating in that phone call.
But God, that is like, is that the endorsement of all endorsements?
Yeah.
And that was very, very early.
Thank you for using it. I want you to continue to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what year was that? Probably 04, 03.
Yeah.
It was somewhere between.
It was the early days of Pirate Radio.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what it used to sound like in the stadium.
Here it is, a first down. Pirates.
Man,
God, that just brings back such great memories.
The crowd going Pirates.
That is just
every time.
That is just 90s Pirate football at its best, right there. And then, so can you play that voicemail one?
Sure,
more
absolutely.
Time? Hold on, I want to turn the mics off and just soak it in for a second. All right, here we go.
Troy, my name is John Seymour, and for 18 years I worked the ECU football games and was the instigator with Ron Dickerson of the First Down Pirates. And recently I heard my voice on your radio station, and I was very honored, very humbled to hear that. I thank you for using that. I wish you would continue using it. Thank you, sir.
I mean, so back in I wanted to have him on the show, and for whatever reason, because Wes didn't get his phone number, he could have got his phone number and then sent him a voicemail. You know, thanks to the voicemail, we have that memory because he's no longer with us. But we wanted to have him on and interview him.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't ever remember connecting with him. Do you?
No, we did not. We were, and if I had, of course, it wasn't long after that he passed.
Yeah.
And it was quite a few years
later. It's almost like one of those things, like he wanted to reach out to everybody he felt he needed to, almost. Maybe,
Yeah,
I want to thank these guys for doing that, but I want to thank him,
Yeah, and it was so unfortunate because of the timing of everything. I didn't actually get to be friends with Johnny until many years later.
Yeah, or we could have had a connection there.
We could have had a connection there, and I could have gotten him on.
But what a great voice. What great memories. I used to always love at the end, thank you for attending, Pirate fans. And remember, buckle up. I used to say that every time.
That's a classic. Great throwback. That was great throwback Thursday.
Wow. That is incredible. That almost got me teary-eyed right there, Shirley. For real. Man, that stuff gets me.
Well, once again, you can add that to the list of things I make Troy do, which is cry.
You know I'm a softie on the inside. You know I'm a softie.
I know.
Let's save the Aaron Rodgers so we can just have this as the John C. Moore segment.
Okay, yeah. Show. We need to rerun this. Rack this up.
Rack them.
Hot audio.
Rack them. We do need Shirley Rhodes, however, to open up the booty bag.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
317-1250. Shirley, what are we giving away?
I am going to give away lunch for 2 at Tiebreakers.
All right, 317-1250. What caller are you looking for?
I'm going to go with caller number 12.
And when Shirley answers caller 12 and says you're a winner, you have to say your best first down Pirates, or you can't win.
Pro tip at Tiebreakers. Went to lunch there the other day. Switched it up, Clip. Got the CBR. You know what that is?
Chicken Bacon Ranch.
Quesadilla. Yeah. Now, I'm not a big ranch guy, but I did enjoy the chicken and the bacon extra crispy, and I subbed the ranch. I think I had them put, possibly mushrooms in it or something. Very good with a salsa on the side, I prefer. Delicious. I have it cooked extra crispy. Perhaps you should, too.
Troy D. off-menu tips.
There you go.
Here on Pirate Radio Live. Take a time out, come back. More to go after this.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Before you hit the road this travel season, be sure to get your tires inspected by the tire guys at Greenville Auto World. The Greenville Auto World service team sells all the top brands and economy tires if you need a new set. Need an oil change, state inspection, or AC repair? Greenville Auto World can work on any type of vehicle, and the monthly oil change special is only $29.99. Make an appointment now by calling 364-8730. For award-winning service, trust Greenville Auto World.
So how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
This is Talbot Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. If you're looking to purchase a home, it is still a great time, and being pre-qualified before you begin shopping is an advantage. At Angel Oak, we offer a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans that can fit most financial situations. To get started, contact our experienced team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, Joanne Weir, or Wanda Hager at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At US Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
We all love using Uber Eats, DoorDash, and grocery pickup. It makes life so much easier. Well, now there is cellular delivery, and the team at Cellular Warehouse has perfected the process. They will deliver your new phone right to your door with all your information loaded on the new phone. And the best thing is there is no charge for this awesome service. And you don't have to waste half the day sitting in a Cellular store. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 and let his team of experts make your cellular delivery today. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent, serving all of Eastern North Carolina.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville.
Hello folks, this is Jamie Lane with Carolina Hardscapes and Mulch. We believe that making memories with your family and friends is what life is all about. If you have a dream of having a backyard patio, fireplace, pool, walkways, fire pits, or more, then Carolina Hardscapes is the place to call at 364-1201. You can stop by our outdoor showroom on Fire Tower Road across from Bostic Sug Furniture. At Carolina Hardscapes, we look forward to making your backyard the place to be. Find us on the web at carolinahardscapesandmulch.com.
This is Zach Agnos, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Hey, congratulations to John Carden of Winterville. Picked up a lunch for two from Tiebreakers. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m., and it's the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers in Greenville at Bells Fork and in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right.
Silverado.
Carden, a winner. He texted me First Down Pirates. Did he say First Down Pirates?
He did.
All right,
He did.
good. Way to go, John. Way to follow directions, sir. We appreciate that. Yeah. All right, let's get to this audio. First of all, classic segment, last segment. Troy's still giddy. That was cool. That was really cool to hear the John C. Moore voicemail.
Yeah, wow, I forgot. I seriously didn't know we had that. I thought we had lost that.
Great find there, Shirley Rhodes.
Thank you, Shirley. That made my day.
Here's a different type of audio from Aaron Rodgers today.
From today.
I believe saw this. Shirley, what's the account? Does it say The Recount or something like that?
Yeah, it's called The Recount.
The Recount. So he's being interviewed, talking about his new lifestyle, his off season, and let's hear what he's been up to.
And my intention the first night going in was, I want to feel what pure love feels like. That was my intention. And I did. I really did. I had a magical experience with the sensation of feeling 100 different hands on my body, imparting a blessing of love and forgiveness for myself and gratitude for this life from what seemed to be my ancestors. And I came back and the pandemic hit. So I went from this incredible bliss in Peru to a pandemic back in the States. And the first part, if you remember, pandemic was actually incredible. You know, living where I live in Malibu, the skies opened up and were beautiful.
Yeah.
It seemed like the ocean was bluer.
There's a lot of positivity that came from that. You know, we're going to take a pause for 2 weeks, you know, and a lot of people like coming together. There was a lot of the human spirit was really shining beautifully in that moment.
That obviously got replaced by a lot of fear and
manipulation,
uneasy and
control.
death and different things. But I really feel like that set me on my course to be able to go back in to my job and have a different perspective on things, and then to be way more free at work, as a leader, as a teammate, as a friend, as a lover. And I really feel like that experience paved the way for me to have the best season of my career.
Aaron Rodgers.
What the hell was that?
He's a quarterback of a football team. I mean, it's not like he
even sounds different.
Like, first of all, when he's talking about having 100 hands on him, I thought it was Deshaun Watson talking for a second.
Hey-o!
I was getting confused. That's perfect stereo right there with you guys. I thought I was getting confused between these quarterbacks, but this is Aaron Rodgers, you're telling me.
Yeah.
Golly.
He has been introduced, Troy, to psychedelics. He's using some psychedelic drugs. He said helped him win back-to-back MVPs.
To be honest, man, I think Danica really messed this dude up. He has not been right.
Troy, you can't blame Danica Patrick for everything.
Oh, yes, I can.
You can't blame her for every wreck. You can't blame her for this.
She has not. She's wrecked him. He was fine up until then.
A human wreck.
No, I don't know. Like, hey, look, good for him to be all like, I don't know, like into himself and stuff. Well, I mean, it's always good to better yourself.
Yeah.
This sounds like, I don't know, this is kind of getting a little out there for most people, I'd say.
He sounds like he's possessed.
Mike P thinks he's been in Green Bay too long. Says sounds like his head is literally made of cheese. So interesting guy, that Aaron Rodgers. Kind of different than what we've seen. You know, Tom Brady, and he's got the TB12, and is into some stuff. But
Brady eats healthy and works out like a fiend.
He has remained pretty much the same guy throughout the years.
Oh, absolutely. And he's entering 22 years.
And Aaron Rodgers is an old vet who has certainly changed his image, persona over the years. Mike says Aaron Rodgers broke up with Olivia Munn. At that point, I knew he wasn't right in the head. So he was with a celebrity recently too, an actress. I can't remember her name, but
yeah. He sounds like he's struggling. Not struggling.
You ever had 100 hands on you, Troy? At one time?
No.
And what was
Would
it
you
about?
like to start?
And think about that, like just trying to get so 100 hands would be 50 people. To get 50, just to have 50 people around you that could touch you would be hard logistically, don't you think?
I would.
Because by the time you get 20 people, even if you're laying on a table, it's like too crowded. Like, how do you get that many physically? How many people can you?
How bad would you want to be one of those 100 people so you can say you touched Aaron Rodgers?
I wouldn't.
Deshaun was halfway to 50.
Yeah.
He's halfway there.
100 hands on? Think about the logistics of that.
Look, those drugs are do some talking for you.
If you go to a concert that there's a mosh pit, sometimes there's quite a few people that you wind up touching. You could get 50 people to touch you in a mosh pit.
I was thinking all at the same time. Maybe it's not.
Okay, so you're talking in general.
Right. I thought it was like all at once, like lay hands on them. Like if it's over like a mosh pit, sure. Yeah.
This is like a touch a truck event, but it's touch a quarterback.
Right.
And everybody.
I envisioned him like laying there and people like touch, like, like a healing deal. Like,
stop disrespecting me, bro.
Aaron Rodgers.
Can you play the beginning of that again, Shirley?
Oh God, I just went. Oh man.
I just want to hear when he said 100 people touch, like all at the same time. Maybe it's just one at a time. I swear I thought.
He's speaking figuratively, right?
No, I want to hear this. How do you know?
The first night going in was, I want to feel what pure love feels like. That was my intention, and I did. I really did. I had a magical experience with the sensation of feeling 100 different hands on my body, imparting a blessing of love and forgiveness for myself and gratitude for this life from what seemed to be my ancestors.
All right, so maybe it was over. Maybe it was over a week.
Dude, you're tripping.
Yeah,
that's what you're called. That's what that's called.
Maybe he was at like what is that place called? Hedonism. And he had 100 hands on him over the course of the weekend or something.
But those hands were hands of his ancestors.
Yeah, I don't know.
Explain that one, Troy D.
Right, you got me. You stumped me. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah, bottom line, we don't know.
Like, then the graphic was funny for folks that couldn't see it. We had a picture of Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if you came up with that, CJ. It's getting weirder and weirder by the day.
Yeah, well done, CJ.
He wants to feel pure love.
By the way, like, he's a quarterback for a football team. We cover a football team. What if this was Packer Radio 92.7, and those were the kinds of interviews we were getting every day, Troy?
It'd be deep.
That would be,
yeah. Well, we did talk to the quarterback this week for ECU.
Our guy's out there, too.
We got a Bigfoot story out of him, so.
I've got a mini update on that when we return.
Did you ever receive video?
I do. I have an update on that also.
We probably have the same update.
Okay, we'll see. Do you want to hold on a second?
Let's see.
Let's hold it. We have a potential Bigfoot update. The Grimesland Bigfoot.
That's right. Big feet.
We're going to update that story. We're going to advance the story on the other side of this break.
Back with you on PRL after this.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
You know, everybody's thinking we're having some inventory issues in the car business, which some of it's true. For used vehicles, Brown & Wood has a lifetime powertrain on every vehicle you buy from us, new or used. So even when you buy a used vehicle from Brown & Wood, you have lifetime powertrain. We cover the engine, transmission for as long as you own the car.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hey, O's fans, get to Oriole Park early on Friday, August 5th at 7:05 when the first 20,000 fans 15 and over will receive a Cedric Mullins 30-30 Club bobblehead presented by Masson. Celebrate Cedric Mullins' historic 2021 season when he became the first player in Orioles history to join the 30-30 Club with 30 home runs and 30 stolen bases. Tickets start as low as $15. What better way to cheer on the Silver Slugger than at the ballpark that forever changed baseball? Buy tickets at Orioles.com/tickets.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best. Everybody loves burgers.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
That perfect tractor package you've been eyeing in Quality Equipment just got a little more perfect. Haul your next 1, 3, or 5 Series John Deere tractor off the lot on your brand new trailer. Visit our site at QualityEquip.com to add it to your package. Start with Quality Equipment to get any task done right. We've got the full line of John Deere equipment priced right with low monthly payments and special financing. Plus, we service everything we sell. Visit QualityEquip.com to see our latest offers.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show, presented by PlayGolfMyrtleBeach.com, the golf capital of the world. Hosts Mark Greenhelch and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're going to love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
This is Amanda Houston, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Go Pirates!
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a quick look at your stock market report. The Dow was down 85 points at 32,726. The NASDAQ was down up 52 at 12,000. 4,720. The S&P dropped just 3 points at 4,151. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal looking to invest in, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, we've got updates. Holden Ehlers on Monday retold the story, and a lot of people heard it for the first time, that he was driving home from Conley practice one day and saw what he believed to be not only one Bigfoot, but two Bigfoots in a field,
right,
going towards ground.
Well, he said it was one of them was walking on all fours and then got up and walked on its hind legs like a person.
Yes. That was the
I thought it
story
was just
from
a bear.
Monday.
He said no, it was absolutely a Bigfoot. So I just reached out to him. I said, look, I need to see this. Please send me this video. And not only that, we'll put this on Pirate Radio, and with the power of Pirate Radio, I think we can make this thing go viral, on the social media, and we'll give Holton credit for it.
Holton's a pretty popular guy too. But
he said, heck yeah, that sounds good. Then he sent me a picture. He said, it's on my old phone. Let me find it. And then he's got to figure out a way, because his phone had this is a problem, low disk space.
Mm-hmm.
So has LDS, low disk space, not enough available storage to get it transferred. So we're going to try and figure out a way to get it off the old phone to another device, so then we can put it out there, Pirate Radio, and let people decide.
Troy, I also have an update, and like I said, it's the same update. He sent me the screenshot and everything, trying to figure out a way to get it. He has no storage. And then I said, the big wigs at Apple that control all the power don't want this information getting out to anybody. This is a conspiracy at this point.
Yeah.
It's local politics, bud.
Yeah.
Holton's got proof that Bigfoots exist. And
you've heard of Big Tobacco?
Yeah.
How about Big Bigfoot?
Big Bigfoot
is against this.
Does not want it out there.
Yeah.
Holton said, he said, absolutely. I sent it to every big shoot show. I think Bigfoot show, and no one responded. So somebody's trying to suppress this. We have uncovered.
That's disappointing.
Uncovered was what I was looking for.
Well,
massive conspiracy.
I'm not ruling out that we can't get a hold of this video still and find a way to get it transferred to where we need to get it out there.
If we can find the John Seymour voicemail, then damn it, we can find this
the
video.
public deserves to know the truth of what's going on in Grimesland.
There's something going on in Grimesland, folks.
I don't know what the hell's going on with these bears.
And now the Bigfoot in Grimesland's going to call in and say, hey, this is the Bigfoot in Grimesland.
I appreciate you talking about
you guys
me.
talking about
Please continue
on
to
your
do
radio
so.
station.
It was excellent. Thank you, Troy.
Good stuff. Enjoyed it, Troy D.
Fun times. See you guys next week.
We'll see you Monday. We'll be back here with you on a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Shirley Rhodes, CJ Schaefer, Chan Man, Troy D. I am Clip Rock. Talk to you tomorrow. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive